are motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. Come on now. We will win because we are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day light, all night light, on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this ground light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rockford Christian Life High School. You got Kyle Leach joined by Kurt Folk. The K&K show on the road here week 2, Kurt, as the 1-0 Milledgeville Missiles take on the Christian Life Eagles, also coming in at 1-0.
Yeah, starting off hot here on a road trip to Rockford, second week of the season here. A couple of undefeated teams here early in the season, hoping to get off to that pretty all-important 2-0 start. When you talk about building confidence, it's important that you get those early season victories.
Yeah, last week the Missiles, in a game they did not lead, Kurt, until 106, 108 to go.
Yeah.
Their first lead in that ball game last week against Galva. The Missiles win 28-22 in a game maybe they shouldn't have won, but they did. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think you say, great teams win close games. So hopefully that was a confidence builder for this team to know that we didn't do everything right, but we still pulled off the victory and did things well and right when we needed to. For Christian Life here, they basically had a rout in their first game, so they're hoping for a little better test here to really see what they got. But like I said earlier, that 2-0 start to a season, pretty all important to building your confidence. And I think this Missile squad especially needs a confidence builder here tonight.
Yeah, the biggest thing, 7 of those 8 starters seeing their first valuable varsity minutes, and they didn't quit a couple times in that game. After they get down 8 in the fourth quarter, they come back, get it with, then they don't get the 2-point conversion, but they went and got another stop and another score. So they didn't quit when maybe they could have of being such a young team.
Yeah, and I think what we saw last week was young kids making young kid mistakes, and that's going to happen, and I'm sure they were coached up this week by Coach Roble and his staff, and they're going to respond this week, some of them getting even more opportunity. One injury last week for the Missiles. Thankfully, Tyler Stepp ended up not as bad as we maybe once thought. Everything checked out good there, but he did end up breaking his thumb at a play earlier in the game. So Cashin Johnson gets his first official start here for the Missiles tonight at tight end and on defense as a cornerback.
Yep, and the Christian Life Eagles, they look good. They went on the road last week down to Kankakee Trinity, a team that's brand new to 8-man football, and they dominated that game 44-8. And watching what we'd seen on film, it looks like their fullback, Fred Swain, looks like the real deal.
Yeah, he's a load. I mean, 6 foot 250, and he just keeps his legs moving. Tough to bring down. So the battle of the trenches that you don't often think about in 8-man, you think about high-scoring games. What happens there between the football might be what brings this game, who swings the game one way or the other is what I'm trying to say there for either of these teams. So I think up front play is going to be huge for both these teams. But, yeah, that Soaring Eagle fullback there, he keeps his legs turning. He's got great leg drive watching him play. Tough load to bring down for anybody.
Yes, and now we get to, I think this was the last, in this half of the conference, Kurt, this is the last one we had to cross off our bucket list of being able to broadcast from. We've been to Hiawatha, South Beloit, Alden Hebron, so this was my first trip here. How about yourself?
First trip here for sure. I had to ask Mr. Ike exactly where it was at, and he said it's next to Guilford. So I drove a group of fans down here tonight. Kyle helped bring the team up here, so we got to both experience a bus trip up here.
Yeah, it looks like Guilford has a home game tonight as well. It's right next door here tonight.
A lot of football going on in the area here tonight, but that's good. It's Friday night. It's fall, so let's get going.
Yep, and we want to thank our sponsors. Without them, we could not make this broadcast happen, and we got a slew of them. Our sponsors are the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwell Tavern. Shout out to the Millwell Tavern. I'm told they've got the game up and streaming, so shout out to the crowd there tonight. Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farm and Court, Boss Roofing, Kness Heating and Cooling, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, McKenna's Flooring, Selman Electric, Carly's Courts, Empower Chiropractic, Milledgeville Do It Best Home Center, Lyle Reap Memorial, Miller Farms, Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley, and RNH Seed Solutions. So thank you all sponsors. As we're about 10 minutes here from kickoff. Other games going on in the 8-man. Tonight we got Amboy at South Beloit, Orangeville at Alden Hebron, Polo at Ridgewood, River Ridge at Hiawatha, West Carroll at AFC, West Central at Blue Ridge, St. Anne at Galva, Milford Cissna Park at Peoria Heights, Champaign St. Thomas More at Bushnell Prairie City, and West Prairie at Flanagan. Kurt, the two standout games there to me would be the Polo at Ridgewood game. I'm very interested to see how that one goes tonight, as well as some upcoming opponents for the Missiles. Orangeville and Alden Hebron are the two games that stand out on that 8-man schedule.
Yeah, Milledgeville will go to Polo next week before a couple games back at home. But if you look at Milledgeville's schedule, I think this is why it's important for them to get off to a 2-0 start here and then expand that to 3-0 next week at Orangeville, because coming up they have a string of Polo, West Carroll, Amboy in there, and looking for that all-important playoff push, and those three look to be at the top of the 8-man ranks. So, yeah, we continue to watch those Polo games, those West Carroll games. Yeah, Orangeville, Alden Hebron, both two teams that the Missiles see this year. So definitely on lookout for those games.
Yep, another game. There were two Thursday night games, not very competitive games, as Pawnee and South Fork staking their claim to the two best teams down south, as Pawnee beat Cerro Gordo 42-0, and South Fork knocked off Unity Christian by a score of 44-0. And NUIC action here tonight. It's mostly the NUIC versus the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
A lot of it, we have Fulton at Georgetown Ridge Farm. I believe that's a Wisconsin school. Then we got Southwest East Dubuque at Galena, Lena Winslow at Darlington, Wisconsin, and Wilmington at Morrison. Stockton is at Blackhawk Warren. That's up in Wisconsin. And EPC tomorrow, traveling all the way down. It's a little over 5 hours by the Indiana border there. EPC travels to Lawrenceville tomorrow.
Yeah, these NUIC teams branching out before they start to beat up on each other, basically, coming up here in the next few weeks. But I think that Blackhawk Warren Stockton game is being played in Warren tonight, which is kind of probably a pretty cool experience for those kids that probably know each other there pretty well between Stockton and Warren.
Yeah, they co-op for baseball and a few different sports. So, yeah, that's a neat rivalry and not far apart either.
No, same. Yeah. Not separated by many miles there, and I'm sure they know each other well, and I'm sure it's cool for the Warren kids for it to be at their home field there. I could be completely wrong with this, but I feel like that game is at Warren tonight. But, yeah, normally co-op with that Wisconsin team there.
Yep, the other one, Lena Winslow at Darlington. Someone, I think it was the View from the West podcast, had said Darlington's kind of the Lena of Wisconsin, a multi-year state championship teams. So that's kind of neat to see. And honestly, Stockton and Lena, surprising coming in at 0-1.
Yeah.
Those two by far faced the toughest test last week, as Lena Winslow fell to 7A Bennett Academy, and Stockton went on the road and faced the number 2 team in 2A, El Paso Gridley. So, two teams that are not afraid to play anybody, and just because those teams went 0-1, they might even go 0-2. I'm not concerned with Lena Winslow or Stockton football.
I think you're still looking at 2 playoff teams there, even if they do come out of this weekend 0-2 there. But kudos to them. We talked about it last week. Going out, finding competition, getting competition, pushing their guys to play that competition. I know that Coach Downey shared some of the game film of that El Paso Gridley with me, and they were fast. They were just kind of different look down there, but they were a very, very quick team. Struggled keeping up with, and Lena Winslow branching out, playing a 7A team, pushing those kids. Both those squads are going to be ready to go when we get to NUIC action.
We'll see. We'll try to pay attention during the coin flip here, Kurt. Looks like they deferred. I want to say Rockford Christian Life deferred. So I'm guessing the Missiles here will get the ball. They line them up on the field here tonight. Yep, Rockford Christian Life will be kicking off. To the Missiles here to start. Other games here tonight as well. Then the 11-man games, St. Bede at Bureau Valley, Newman at Kewanee, Erie Prophetstown at Mendota, Hansberry at Sterling, Rockford Lutheran at Dixon, Rock Falls at Byron. So, don't be afraid to give me and Kurt a text or join the live stream here and comment where you're watching from. We always appreciate where we can get some listeners from, maybe down in Brazil again here tonight, possibly.
Say, traveled pretty far last week. We'll have to see if we can beat that. Comment in from Brazil. Yeah, shoot us a text, shoot us a message. Hit up the live stream chat there. Love hearing from you guys. My only question, is it too early to talk about Brooks's draft from last night?
Nope, it is not too early to talk. Yeah, we should have come up with some trivia tonight with Brooks's wedding upcoming as well. Maybe he was just flustered by the upcoming wedding.
That's true. A lot on his mind.
His mind last night. So we both told him that they say what marriage is a good idea.
Yeah, they'll tell you that.
That's what most people say. But
Brooks fell for the trap. That's all right. We love you, girls.
Yes, but yeah, next weekend we'll see if he actually goes through with it. He says he's gonna, but I have my
about the only reason we're going, isn't it?
Yeah,
to see if we actually walk down the. We could live stream it. We gonna set that up, Brooks? No, he's just shaking his head. No, he's got no response over there.
No response. As we will give the starting lineups here before kickoff. As tonight for the Rockford Christian Live Eagles, coached by Lance Vestine. On offense, we got Blake Allen at quarterback, a 6', 210-pound senior. Fullback Fred Swain, 6', 250-pound senior. Running back David Zambrano, 5'4", 135-pound junior. Tight ends are Malachi Rodriguez, a 6', 220-pound senior, and Colton Beard, a 5'9", 140-pound junior. The guards are Riot Cornelier, a 6', 250-pound junior. Leroy Nolan at center, 5'5", 260 junior, and the other guard is Seth Clinton, a 6'1", 185-pound senior. Defensively here for the Eagles, they have 5 players starting both ways, and that is Blake Allen at defensive line, Riot Cornelier at defensive line, Malachi Rodriguez at the defensive line, linebacker Colton Beard and Fred Swain. And then you got James Newell at the defensive back, Joey Profit, a defensive back, a 5'11", 125-pound sophomore, and defensive back A.J. Evers, a 5'7", 150-pound freshman. Like I said, 5 players starting both ways. They average 232 on the offensive line, 227 on the defensive line. So usually the typical story, Missiles outsized up front.
Yeah, to say that, I mean,
although I think we are bigger, our line is bigger than we were last year.
Bigger than we were last year. Thank you, Jackson and Misha and Ryder, for that. But
and I think it's going to continue to get bigger as the years go on.
We got some hidden gems coming up here. I do believe that we'll probably be on our line, so that's good to see some size coming up. But, you know, the Missiles are used to that. Size matters when it doesn't. Speed can kill as well. Leverage matters a little bit here, getting the push right off the line. So that's what it's going to come down to. Both teams here is, I believe, in the trenches. So,
yep, we'll go over the starting lineups here for the Milledgeville Missiles. On offense, at quarterback, Kyson Francis, 6', 175-pound sophomore. Running backs are Wyatt Ebersole, 6', 155-pound junior. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. We're going to get cut off by the national anthem. So we'll have the anthem, then we'll be back for the Missile starters and the kickoff between the Missiles and welcome back here. Hope some Wi-Fi issues, the joys of a mobile stream here, as I did not have Wi-Fi in the building, so we're running off a mobile hotspot, but we should be back up and running now. The Missiles are on the move after a nice pass to Remmers. Now Remmers off the left side. He is into the end zone for a Missile touchdown. It's to be about 13 yards. They don't put the ball they're on the scoreboard here, Kurt, so, and the field's not marked incredibly well.
Yeah,
either.
we're
It's
a little
tough.
far away here. The lines are hard to see. I can see the 50 as we get closer down there to the 20, 10. Kind of hard to read the markers there, but steady dose on that drive for those of you just tuning in. Hopefully we're back up and running here. Brooks worked hard to get us going. Missiles kind of just marched down the field there after a kind of a botched onside kick attempt there by the Eagles to start the game. Heavy dose, a little bit of Wyatt Ebersol, a little bit of Max Remmers. Kyson kept the ball on a play. Hit Max for a big pass play.
Yeah,
that
about
set
a
us up for that.
27-yardage play to Remmers. He got us down to about the 13, and he ran it in. Now the two-point conversion. 9:46 to go in the opening quarter. Missiles score on their opening drive. Francis takes a snap, fakes to Ebersol, now rolls to his right, and looking for Ebersol. Pass incomplete. So two-point conversion, no good. 9:46 to go here in the opening quarter. Missiles 6, Christian Life Eagles 0. We'll keep it right here since we had to restart the stream, so apologies to everybody, but the joys of Wi-Fi here, Kurt.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much joke about it, but we pretty much never know what's going to happen when we go on the road. We got a pretty nice setup at our home base, but we like to bring this to you guys, so Brooks works hard here to get us going, and yeah, the mobile hotspot, sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's like your cell phone. So
Yep, we'll go over the starters. We got interrupted there. Be pregame. Starting offense for the Missiles, Kyson Francis at quarterback. Running backs Wyatt Ebersol and Max Remmers. Tight end Parker Saunders and Cashton Johnson. Guards are Misha and Ryder House. Center Jackson Miller. Defensively for the Missiles on the defensive line, it's Jackson Miller, Misha, and Ryder House. Linebackers are Francis, Remmers, Ebersol. Cornerbacks Saunders and Johnson. If those same 8 sound very familiar to the same 8 on offense, that's because they are the exact same. Missiles starting 8 players both ways.
I always like read the paper that you make up every week is awesome. I always like reading 8 players starting both ways.
As see.
Yeah, I think we're going to
Heek?
bring out the secret weapon and
Abreu?
Heek right away.
So you got a new jersey?
Yeah, he was not 46 last week.
That was that Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy jersey last. He was 20 last week.
He was. And Heek channeling some Spencer Nye here.
You handle this kickoff. I'll let him next door know who's kicking.
All right. And Heek Abreu here. He's going to boot it up for Missiles. He put her in the end zone last week for the Missiles, and the crowd went wild, and he's got another deep one. This one's going to come at about the 15-yard line, though. Some trouble there fielding it for the Eagles, but we got a wall. Missiles are going to have to make a tackle here. That was number 33, Fred Swain, on that return, a 6-foot, 255-pound senior. Missiles had some trouble bringing him down there. Good boot again by Anheek. That one can't quite make the end zone, but takes her down to the 15, but the Eagles bring her back out to the 40-yard line.
Maybe that's what the Missiles are going to do, sneak a new number on him every week to try to hide him.
People don't think it's him coming out to kick, so maybe they'll sneak up so he can kick it behind him again.
Missiles coached by Jason Roble, assisted by Austin Caravia, Cameron Daughtine, Cal Inglenkins, Ryan Kendall, Cody Druce, and Isaac Tom Smith. So our first look at the Eagles offense here is going to be a heavy dose of Swain and Zambrano. Kind of a thunder and lightning backfield there. As well as quarterback, a big quarterback in there too, Blake Allen, 6 foot, 210-pound senior.
Yeah.
Leroy Nolan in there at center, 5'5", 260-pound junior. So good size here for the Eagles, and going to have to take a timeout here to get things set up here on the first play. And we'll take a quick one with them. We'll be right back on the K&K Show after this quick timeout. Welcome back here. Eagles go out of the shotgun snap here. Allen back to pass, gets it out to Swain, and Swain runs kind of through Johnson. Yeah. As you're going to have to wrap that boy up, Kurt.
I was going to say, that's right there, right away, showing what we basically saw on film there, is that he's not easy to bring down on first contact. Cash came in with a hard hit, but that's not going to do it for number 33 there. You're going to have to wrap up. You can't just hit him. You're going to have to hold on and hope somebody else comes and helps you take him down.
Yeah, that's what you said. Comment on it. Robles said he's got a very good leg drive from what he's seen on film. So back comes Allen on the offense. He's going to go under center. Is that
Some
3 in the backfield as well? 3 is back there as well.
Now he's split now.
Newell.
Some confusion here still.
So Allen going to take the snap. Hand to Swain. Swain off the left side, and there's Remmers. Nice tackle there by the young freshman there, holding him to a gain of 1, or give him 2 more. Going to bring it about 3rd and 6 here.
Yeah, that's a good tackle there by Max Remmers, filling his hole, going in there and wrapping up and holding on to bring Swain down on that one.
Have the Robles checking in.
Yeah. Lots of check-ins while we were away. Thank you for everybody watching.
Heidi Moe had checked in. I know Cohen Robles listening and watching the Morrison game tonight, I believe. Pitch out here to Zambrano. He's going to have a first down and more. Goes across the end of missile territory, so 45. Gain of about 11 yards on that carry for Zambrano, and it's 1st and 10 here for the Eagles. 1st and 10, ball on the missile's 45-yard line. 7:45 to go in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 6, Rockford Christian Life 0.
Yeah, I didn't really note it. After last week's more or less defensive battle, we might be in for a shootout tonight.
Gonna go up the middle.
Yeah, quick handoff there right up the gut. Didn't quite see who that was. That Swain again, I'm guessing?
Nope,
or
Zambrano.
No, that was Zambrano.
Good gainer, though. Gains 5 up the middle.
Second down, 5, Eagles.
So 2nd down and 5 here for the Eagles. Ball on the missile's 40-yard line.
Yeah, quick hitter that time for the Eagles, reminiscent of the old like 64 lead play or something, 24 up the gut. Just a quick hitter.
2nd and 5 here. Eagles on the move. Their first offensive possession after the missiles marched down and scored on a Remmers 13-yard touchdown run. Allen going to drop back to pass. He's looking for 12, and it's over his head. Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Parker Saunders got away with a hold there, grabbing the jerseys. He got passed by, but then the flag does come in. Wasn't thrown right away, so maybe it's not the holding. Yeah.
And it is a hold. So first penalty of the ball game is against the Missiles here. 10 yards will result in a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the Missiles 30-yard line. Still having issues. We're still dealing with some technical difficulties. Apologies. Trying to work things out here. I know it's not a real smooth stream, but 1st and 10 here for the Eagles. Allen under center. Going to pitch it to Swain. Swain off the right side. Takes on Remmers, and now here comes a late flag.
Holding on the offense this time. Going to move him back.
$44 to 35, or no, 30, 35 down to about gain of 9.
Yeah. Swain kind of doing whatever she wants at this point.
So 2nd down and 5 here for the Eagles. 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. Christian Life trails the Missiles 6-0 here. Missiles scored on their first possession, and the Eagles are marching it down the field here now as well. 2nd down and 5. Allen under center. Swain and Zambrano in the backfield as he's going to drop back to pass. He's looking for Rodriguez, and it's caught for an Eagles touchdown. Excuse me, that's Beard had beaten Johnson, and Colton Beard takes it in for a 25-yard touchdown here for the Eagles.
Yeah, Colton Beard able to get behind Cashin Johnson there on the outside. Nice pass there by Allen. I thought maybe Beard started celebrating a little bit too early, but he beaten Cash enough to get that ball across the goal line for the Eagles here. Let's see if they can capitalize on their two-point conversion. Sounds like people can hear us, but a little trouble with lagging on the video.
So now the Eagles going for two. Allen under center, gonna hand it to Swain, and he's not gonna get there. Ebersole there on the stop. So two-point conversion, no good. 4:49 to go here in this first quarter. Rockford Christian Life 6, your Missile 6. We'll be back on the K&K show after this quick timeout. Welcome back here. Zambrano set to kick off here. Ebersole back deep here for the Missiles. Last time they did a very short
gotta imagine
kick.
they have a different strategy this time. That last time didn't really pay off for them. They tried an onside kick, but only went about 6 or 7 yards, and then they fell on it before a Milledgeville player even moved.
So both teams score on their opening possession. We're tied up at 6, 4:49. Going to try another one, and
they touched
again.
it too early again.
So it'll be Missile ball here on the 49-yard line of the Eagles.
Number 3 there, Newell. I'm really excited about that, but yeah, he touched it about 8.5 yards. It's got to go 10. So Missiles again set up here already in Eagles territory.
So both teams move the ball with relative ease on their opening possessions here, Kurt.
Yeah, both offenses doing whatever they want there in their first possessions. We'll have to see how defenses respond here as each team has the ball for their second time.
Oh, the Eagle has arrived. Going to hand off to Ebersole. Ebersole off the right side. He's got a good gain near first down yardage. He might have it before he's tackled by Beard. Going to be a gain of 9.
Yeah, I got to mark Ebersole there a little short of the first down. Probably a good mark there by the official where the ball was at. The far, well, I don't remember our names of our people, but she was going to move it for a first down, but
of our line crew or of the marking crew,
the stick men, the stick people.
Front rod and rear rod or something, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll have to look that up again. Francis going to go to Saunders. Saunders makes one man miss. He's down to the 30. Going to have a first down for the Missiles about the 27-ish yard line, 14 yards. It's going to be a little rough with yardage tonight, folks.
We'll take guesses. Nice, nifty little play there by Parker Saunders to make his man miss, and then a good block from Wyatt Ebersole to spring that for a few more yards and move that ball downfield for the Missiles.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 27, maybe 28-yard line of the Eagles. Francis shotgun formation. Ebersole to his left, Remmers to his right. Francis gonna fake it, run up the middle, runs over, but he is gonna get the tackle. Is number 5 in there, A.J. Evers, holding to a short gain of about 2 there for Francis.
Yeah, Francis deciding not to pull that one and keep it right up the middle. Don't know, again, I don't know if that's a read for Francis or if that's a design play. Thought maybe he was going to spring free there, but good tackle there by A.J. Evers in the middle to bring down Kyson Francis.
So 2nd down and 8, ball on the Eagles' 26-yard line. Francis under center I formation behind him. It's Remmers and Ebersol.
Francis pointing out some blocking assignments there for his linemen.
Do a play action. Francis going to air it out. He's got Johnson, and he's all alone for a missile touchdown. Francis 26 yards to the freshman, Cash Johnson. And the Missiles regain the lead here, Kurt, at the 3:01 mark, 12-6.
Yeah, not much of a change. I said need to see what kind of defensive adjustments were made here on each team's second possession with the ball. Not much of a change there. Missiles yardage there on the ground. Big play through the air. This time the big play through the air goes to freshman Cash Johnson, who I believe finds himself in the end zone for the first time in his varsity career.
James Newell, 2-point conversion, no good. 3:01 to go here in the opening quarter. Milledgeville 12, Christian Life 6. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back. Missiles set to toe up here. Is it Anhik again out there? Is it a? Yep, it is. Back deep is at 3, I believe. James Newell here for the
Newell
Eagles.
back for the Eagles. And he's going to toe it up here for the Missiles again. Wearing 46 tonight.
My wife tuned in. Deep. There's the kick, going to be received about the 15, but it's bobbled by Newell. Tracks it back down. He's across the 20, 25. Nice. Better job
Better pursuit that time by the Missiles, staying in their lanes.
Better job by the specialty teams. That was a hot topic. If I don't know if anybody who listens to the View from the West podcast or their instant reacts, I recommend it on Friday nights. They go live on YouTube. But Brian Stocking there called it specialty teams. And
Specialty teams, all right.
And everybody else said that is not a real term, but he stood by it. So maybe we'll put a vote out.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard of specialty
What do
teams?
people call it? No, but just much better pursuit that time by the Missiles. Newell bobbled that a little bit, but everybody stayed in their lane. Much better pursuit, and then a nice team tackle there by the Missiles to bring them down.
So 1st and 10, about the 25-yard line here for the Eagles. Going to hand it to Swain. Swain makes a nice cut there, and now Swain's off to the races, and I don't think anybody's going to catch him, Kurt. Swain's going to be chased by Johnson's 20, 5, 10, and Swain is going to take it to the house. He goes 75 yards for a touchdown. He made a nice cut there, Kurt.
Yeah.
And one man misses an 8-man football. There's not a lot of help.
Yeah, that wide open field, if you lose that battle up front, I think Misha did actually break through on that one, but slipped up a little bit just before trying to make the tackle, and then he made a nifty move in the hole there to make our inside linebacker miss, and then he was off for the races. Don't need good leg drive with a hole like that, and then you're able to make one guy miss, and just hope nobody chases you down. Cash Johnson was close, couldn't quite catch him, though.
So 75 yards for Swain. And the Eagles have tied it up now, looking to take their first lead here, going for 2. Allen under center, Swain and Zambrano, the I formation behind him. Allen going to drop back to pass, and he's going to be wrapped up there by the freshman. Max Remmers brings him down for a sack. 2-point, no good. 2:40 to go here in this first quarter. Eagles 12, Missiles 12. We'll be back on the K&K Show. welcome back here. Been an offensive explosion after a defensive battle we had last week, Kurt. So we already got 24 points up on the board here. Neither team seems to be real interested in playing defense.
Say,
so far
not
in
much
this one.
defense being played tonight, just being totally honest. Neither team really has wanted to step up. So we'll have to see again, adjustments at the quarter, adjustments here as each team now possesses the ball for a third time. What team can make adjustments here? It might come down to the first defensive stop or the first 2-point conversion. Not sure which one it's going to be first. Let's see what the Eagles do this time. 2 failed onside attempts the first time. That time they got it 10 yards, but they went early. Crossed the line before the kick happened.
So Styles there did a nice job covering that up for the Missiles, but the Missiles will have good field position here once again. My brother Mike checking in, said West Carroll leads 16-0 over the Pirates of AFC.
Pirates of AFC. Yar.
And Polo leads Ridgewood 8-0 at the end of the first quarter there.
I had check-ins from Old Meat Jelly herself again, but this time she's switched to Casey's Pizza, watching at home, enjoying the fruits of not having a child playing football. So she gets to watch from the comfort of her home.
Our favorite Packer fan, Tom Neubauer, checked in. The rumor has it there's some ugly lights in the neighborhood, Kurt. I don't know if you...
No. I'll have to pay more attention when I
don't know
drive
what's
that
going
way
on,
now.
what's going on in the neighborhood, but I haven't heard good things about it. So, yep.
I had Julie Ebersaw check in. She's watching with her grandson Eli. Really wants to make sure that Sheldon doing his job out there, keeping the stats right.
Yeah, apologize. We've lost our replay abilities, and so we can't see the comments on the live stream here at the moment if you are commenting on there. So apologies for that. Trying to limit what we're running to keep up the feed. Wisconsin leads Lee Win 14-0.
Ooh.
Francis pistol formation. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball right at midfield. Gonna hand to Remmers. Remmers, nice gainer. Spins out of one tackle. Dragging defenders. He is up across the 35 near the 33-yard line. 17 yards for the freshman, Max Remmers.
Yeah, it took 6 of the 8 Eagle defenders there to bring down Remmers eventually. Bring him down. Nice spin move there to get out of the first one.
2:20 and counting in this opening quarter. Missiles 12, Eagles 12. Hector Rodriguez has checked in as well. Appreciate that, Hector. Not sure if he's down in Mexico or not. He was back here not long ago, but I have a feeling he's back in Mexico, so appreciate you watching. Francis fakes to Remmers and goes off the right side. Decent gain, about 5 yards.
We're going to say he was down. Eagles saying the ball popped out, but I do think I didn't see anything there. He was down.
So 5 yards there for Francis.
Down to the 28-yard line, 2nd and about 5 Missiles.
Yeah, Mike wants to know, Kurt, you know that correct? Is it a host of eagles or a flock?
Is it? I think it's a flock of eagles, isn't it?
I believe
I know
so.
it's a flock of seagulls, I guess, but my kids want me to know that they're listening. My wife did not appreciate the comments we made earlier about being married. She knows we're kidding.
5 pitch to Remmers, and nicely done this time. The best effort for the Eagles on defense that time. Swain wrapped up Remmers for no gain on that play.
No gain on the play, 3rd and 5 Missiles.
Yeah, no gain is the least amount of yardage gain for the Missiles all game. 3rd down here for the Missiles.
Give him about a yard. It's going to be about 3rd and 4. Long 4, short 5. So Francis pistol formation. 40 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. Missiles inside the Eagles' 30-yard line. Francis gonna fake and keep it, and nicely done there by the Eagles defense there. That's their quarterback, defensive end Blake Allen.
Not totally sure what Francis saw that time. I think he should have just went ahead and pitched that one outside the Ebersaw. That outside seemed wide open, everybody converging in and down on him. That's when I think Francis would like that back and go ahead and make that pitch out to Wyatt.
Gonna do it here for this opening quarter. I believe it's gonna bring up a 4th and, like I said, about 4.5, just shy of 5 yards here. But after 1 quarter of play, Christian Life Eagles 12, your Milledgeville Missiles 12. We'll be back on the K&K Show after this quick timeout. And 8, back comes Allen. And the Eagles. Zambrano and Swain in the I formation behind him. Or no, that's going to be, I think, yeah, Allen hands it to Swain again.
Yeah, the Missiles really starting to pack the box here on this drive on defense.
Swain pushing that pile forward, though, for a good gainer there.
If the Missiles are going to pack the box like that, they got to get better drive through the line than they did that time.
4-yard gain there for Swain. 3rd and 4 now here for the Eagles.
2 big plays here for the Missiles if they can get a stop.
Ball on their own 33-yard line. Allen under center. Zambrano now up in the fullback spot, and they're going to pitch it out to Swain. Swain out the right side, and he's going to make the first man miss. He's going to get close, but he's going to be about a yard shy here, Kurt.
Yeah, nice job making him stand up that time. He did, of course, make the first man miss again. Important 4th down here in terms of momentum. The Missiles gave up some by getting stopped on their 4th down play.
No hesitation here by Coach Vistine. He goes right away that they're going to go for it here, it looks like.
I think I know where this ball is going on a 4th and 1 play here.
4th and 1, ball on their own 36-yard line here. 9:40 and counting here for the second quarter. We're all tied up at 12. Missiles and the Eagles. Swain right behind the center, and Allen's going to take it. He's going to have the first down. Pushing that pile forward, he's going to get about 3 yards. And 1st and 10 here for the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles able to convert on their first down. They had a shorter amount to go. Back to that Missiles 4th down play. I like the idea of putting the ball in Kyson Francis's hands. I just like to see them air it out on that play. More conservative Missiles offense this year, but I still think we have weapons on the outside that we could have put that ball up in the air with Francis going to a Cash Johnson or a Parker Saunders or Max out of the backfield.
So back comes Allen.
Got behind our defense again. Lucky they overthrew that play.
Yep. Allen looking for number 12 there, Rodriguez. Just overthrew him.
Rodriguez got behind our defense. We're lucky he was overthrown there. He's probably looking at another score on the board, or at least a big gain here for the Eagles.
Mike mentioned that, did you know that the Missiles have just as many guys on an NFL roster as Brooks' fantasy team? That's a cheap shot, Mike.
Yeah. Come on, Mike.
2nd and 10 here. No, we can't. Brooks is hearing wedding bells already in his ears. A week away, just over a week away. So Allen takes a shotgun snap, hands it down, Swain off the left side, and Francis is going to whirl him down there. Yes, he is a bull to wrestle down there, Kurt.
He's not easy to take down. That's a lot of work to bring down number 33 there. Francis had to swing him around, keep holding on till he finally came down. Loss of a couple of yards there for the Eagles. Bring up a 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 here, yes, for the Eagles. Zambrano comes off. 8:30 to go here in quarter number 2. Eagles and the Missiles tied up at 12 here. From Christian Life High School. Streaming from the phone now, Brooks said. So
all right.
Whatever it takes, Brooks.
Yep.
Can usually pull it off. 3rd and 11. Allen shotgun formation, Swain to his right. Going to drop back, looking to his left. Going to throw it up and cannot come in there to James Newell. Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, I like to see that the Missiles kept everybody in front of them that time. Still maybe had a chance, but good coverage out there by Cash Johnson, kind of forcing the overthrow because of his coverage.
So maybe both teams settling in a little bit here. Each team gets a defensive stop here. As that now, one would assume the Eagles will punt.
I got to imagine they're punting this one away in their own territory here.
Scott Fredericks said, yeah, that was a cheap shot as well. Scott Fredericks, I believe, is 2nd or 3rd on the depth chart of the Dolphins this year.
Scott is a injury away from finding himself.
Still got a solid arm. He's not going to outrun anybody, but
I've heard he's got some pretty fancy footwork.
He's faster than he looks. Thankfully.
Yeah.
As that ball's going to be touched down there.
That ball's down. It's over.
Should be. It's not where they pushed it about 5 yards further ahead.
Nobody's blowing a whistle. There we go.
So Stockton leads Blackhawk 1, 14-0. So Missiles will take over at the 33-yard line, Kurt, I would say.
Yeah. Just a couple yards behind the 35 there.
We believe that's the 35. There is numbers on the field, but 7:53 to go as the Missiles are back on offense. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers split out to the left. Coach Daltine throwing a new wrinkle here. Francis gets it out to Ebersole. Ebersole's going to weave through some tacklers. Tackled there by A.J. or is it 5? A.J. Evers out there on the stop. Gain of about 8, so nice first down play there, Kurt.
Yeah, I like the different look there on first down, spreading them out a little bit, making their defense adjust to the trips to the left there. And then just get the ball out to an athlete in some space and see what they can do on a first down play.
Second down and 8. Shotgun formation for Francis. Remmers off to his right. Gonna hand it to Remmers. Boy, he rode him a long time there, Kurt, before he finally handed that ball off.
I actually kind of think Kyson wanted that one, and Max said, "No, I'll just take it."
Gain of 7 for Remmers. First and 10 for the Missiles. Up to on their own 48-yard line now. 7 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Once again, shotgun formation for Francis. Francis gonna hand to Ebersole. Ebersole off the right side, gets through one tackle, but can't get through the other. Tackled there by Allen after a gain of about 3.
I will say I've already seen some growth in Wyatt Ebersole from week 1 to week 2 in his running. A little more lowering of the shoulder, getting below some shoulder pads to get himself some extra yards, where last week there was maybe a couple times where he, instead of shooting for the extra yards, just kind of took the tackle. So it's good to see that growth already from a kid whose varsity minutes have amped up greatly this year.
Second down and 7 for the Missiles. Francis takes snap, going to hand to Remmers. Remmers off the left side. He's got some room to run. He's across the 40, 45, down near the 30. Good run there by Max Remmers.
Nice hard run there by Max Remmers. He broke a lot of tackles through that one.
20 yards on the carry for the freshman.
Max showing that you don't have to be 250 pounds to shed tackles.
So first and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 29-yard line of the Eagles. Missiles offense starting to move here once again. 5:45 and counting here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, it's good to see this rebound so far here by this Missiles offense from coming up. Turnover on downs last time we had the ball.
Francis going to take the snap, going to hand to Ebersole. Ebersole looking off the right side. Brings it into a short gain. Allen on the stop. See what they give him, about 3.
Ebersole tried to get the edge there. Nice job there by the Eagles defense, kind of extending the edge there and stringing that play out there, and then giving no room for Ebersole to cut that one up. But a decent gain on first down.
Trivia question here, Kurt. Who is Milledgeville's top 5 electrician?
This seems like a trap, but I have an answer. Is it Chad Selman?
You got it.
Boom.
So, pitch now to Remmers. Remmers off to races down the sideline. Where does he get pushed out of bounds at, Kurt?
Well, this is going to be a guess when they finally mark it. He's inside the 5, or is he just?
I'm not sure. We started about the 27 or 26 on that play,
yeah,
so give him about gain of 25-ish.
Yeah, they're marking him down at about the 2-yard line here.
Ball on the 2-yard line. First and goal, Missiles.
I did see a comment on Facebook about somebody wondering if one of the top 5 electricians in Milledgeville did our wiring here tonight when the stream wasn't working.
Yes, the Wi-Fi glitches are sponsored by Selman Electric. Francis, shotgun formation, hands to Remmers. Remmers off the left side. He's going in, and Remmers going to take it to the end zone. He walks in. Nice blocking that time by the Missiles line on the left side there. Remmers goes untouched. 2 yards, and the Missiles regain the lead.
Yeah, good comeback there from the Missiles from getting stopped there on their last possession.
I think you could have scored on that one,
yeah,
Kurt.
Say I could have walked that one in too. Tyson Francis with the pitch. He also gets out there in front of Max. Didn't really even need to block anybody. That's always a quarterback's dream too when you're asked to go out and block, is hope there's nobody actually there.
Marcos extended their lead. Polo leads 14-0. Second quarter. Let's hit a 2-point conversion. What do you say here,
Yeah,
Kurt?
that'd be nice to get one of these in.
Francis, shotgun formation. Remmers to his right. Ebersole split out wide to the left. Gonna fake to Remmers and hit Saunders wide open. Conversion good. 4:28 to go here in this first half. Missiles 20, Christian Life Eagles 12. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
We will win because we will hit all game. We are motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. Come on now. We will win because we are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day like all night like on the blue light, offense like defense like this blood like house call like in the sound like in the sound like in the sound like.
Well, welcome back here to Rockford Christian Live High School. The Missiles regain the lead here, Kurt. After both teams come up with a defensive stop, the Missiles answer back on a Remmers 2-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, it was looking to be like it was just going to be alternating touchdown possessions here by each team able to come up with a stop. Missiles regain possession. They put it in the end zone. The Eagles here will have 4 minutes, 28 seconds to see if they can put another one in before half as well.
This is going to be Saunders with the
go.
kick, and it goes, and I think Saunders came away with
ripped it away.
It's the battle, and Saunders comes away with it. The refs are talking about it. No. What are they talking? Oh.
That was,
boy, I thought that went 10 yards, Kurt.
That definitely went 10 yards. I know a lot of the Christian Life players backed up, and then all of a sudden, number 52, J.J. Hanley, came running in.
I thought he hit it
but
first.
It looked like he touched it, and then Parker ripped it away from him. Don't think it would hurt to maybe come in and discuss this a little bit, but I guess maybe they already have. And if the ball is on this side of the 50, it went 10 yards, and Parker definitely came up with it. So,
unless they said that he had possession before he ripped it away,
maybe I guess
know.
Yeah, who knows? But
so, good field position here, though, for the Eagles, right on the 50-yard line.
All the Missiles can do right now is regroup and play some defense here. After thinking they had the ball, officials call stand final, so we regroup and we play the game on.
1st and 10 here. Allen shotgun formation. He's going to keep it this time. And Allen, nice gainer. Ball is out. Ball is out.
I think the Missiles are going to end up on it.
That Jackson Miller comes away with it. Not sure who poked that ball out, but Allen had a gain of about 8, Kurt.
Yeah.
And Miller falls on it for the Missiles.
Yeah, Allen may be carrying that ball a little bit high, but had a big gainer. Here we go. Let's see if we can see who knocks this one out. Who came in there? That is Wyatt Eversole who got the knockout. Jackson Miller with the recovery. That's a big play for the Missiles to retake possession here.
Number 50 for the Missiles, their starting center as well. With a big turnover here. Francis going to drop back to pass. Missile's going to try to make a play, and he's got Saunders. Saunders has a catch inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. That hung up a little bit, and that would have been a walk-in touchdown, but Francis completes to Saunders.
Yeah, that's a product of Francis being under a little bit of pressure there right at the end as he was going to throw that ball. Yeah, if he gets that ball out in front of Parker, Parker walks in for a touchdown, but you see the pressure there late on his throwing arm. Affects it enough to make it hang up, but Parker's still able to bring it in.
About 36 yards unofficially. Saunders' second catch.
We got a Christian Life timeout here.
Yes, Christian Life took a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. Gives us a chance to thank our sponsors. I guess I've been seeing them play all night through the stream here, but they're the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwell Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Services, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farming Corp, Boss Roofing, Kness Heating and Cooling, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, McKenna's Flooring, Top 5, Selman Electric, Carly's Courts, Empower Chiropractic, Milledgeville Do It Best Home Center, Lyle Reap Memorial, Miller Farms, Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley, and RNH Seed Solutions. So the Missiles cooking again here, Kurt. After the big pass play, I like right after a turnover taking the deep shot there.
Say, go for the jugular there almost right away. You get those momentum plays, those turnovers, those big plays. You got to find something that keeps that momentum. You know, you don't want to immediately go back and do a quarterback keeper, just run that one right up the gut. Find something that's going to keep that momentum for the Missiles.
Coach Dautine finding his niche here as well, just his second game calling plays here for the Missiles. I formation, Francis under center, 4:09 here to go in quarter number 2. Missiles lead 20-12, and they're on the march again. Francis going to drop back to pass. He's got a couple options. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Cash Money Johnson. Goes in for a touchdown. It's about 27 yards, I believe. That's when the chain started.
Yeah, split there by Johnson and Saunders. Just basically whoever that one. Take your pick, Tyson. Who do you want?
I didn't know which direction he threw it there to, Kurt.
No, for a while there, it actually really was from this angle very hard to tell which one that was going to, but they were both open. Both would have been touchdowns. I like the Cash Money Johnson name. Kind of reminds me of
just came up with me as it was in the air.
Kind of reminds me of the Nelly song, like, hey, must be the money. Cash Money Johnson getting a second touchdown of the day.
So, 2-point try now. Pitch to Remmers. Lead blocked by Francis. Nice little wiggle there by the freshman. Remmers gives the little shimmy. And the Missiles extend this lead here at 28-12 with 4:03 to go here in this opening half. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back here. 4:03 to go here in quarter number 2. So 4:03 before half. Missiles lead 28-12 on a 27-yard Francis to Johnson. And it's Kurt, unofficially, Francis, how's this for a start tonight? 6 for 6 with 2 touchdowns and 138 yards passing.
Yeah, Andrew Frederick has a comment here on our stream. He's the best quarterback in the IAFA. Let him cook, and yeah, why not? I understand putting the ball in his hands, but let him do what he does best.
As Newell with a nice run here. I believe that's Newell, yep.
Yeah.
For the Eagles. Nice return across the 35 near the 38-yard line.
Another nice return there by the Eagles. Hoping to cut into this a little bit before halftime.
Yeah, Missiles would like another defensive stand here before close this half out.
I got a check in from Brian Simpson, who is watching at the Mill Wheel. So hi and welcome to everybody at the Mill Wheel, and we thank the Mill Wheel for being one of our sponsors.
Is he buying? Is that what that said?
I think that
rounds
says
on him?
rounds on Brian Simpson. It says it right here. So everybody, round on Brian.
So first and 10 here. 3:52 to go. Allen shotgun formation. Swain off to his left. Gonna pitch it to Swain, and nice spin moves. Man, he is nifty runner as well. Spins out of the tackle. Remmer's going to turn it in for no gain into a gain of 5. Swain is fun to watch.
Yeah, that's an athlete right there. That guy can use his body. Good movement, though. I mean, 6 foot, 250, and to move like that.
Jess Robles said she's been calling him that for years, cash
Yeah.
money. I hadn't heard that yet, but yeah, that fits. I like it.
My wife and Stacy Bonts were impressed with my, hey, must be the money. They say more singing. I don't know if that's what the world needs,
Yeah.
but.
Maybe karaoke afterwards.
Yeah, I hear that's popular.
2nd down and 5. 3 as we're approaching the 3-minute mark here. Actually, make it 2nd down and 6 here for the Eagles. I formation. Got to watch play action here too, Kurt. Can't get caught looking in the backfield.
Can't get beat. A couple times tonight the Missiles have. They're just going to go straight drop back pass.
And
they
there it is. And, through the hands. He had it for a second. Allen threw a great ball, but Rodriguez could not haul it in.
Yeah, that was pretty much perfect throw there by Allen.
I almost sensed that was coming, Kurt.
Yeah. Had him beat. Again, over the top. Missiles beat behind. You got to keep the defenders in front of you. Keep your eyes out of the backfield. Stay to your assignment.
So 3rd down and now 4. 2:47 here remaining in this first half. Ball on their own 44-yard line here for the Eagles. Mr. Sherman, it's a great coverage, so appreciate that, Mr. Sherman, for listening. 3rd down and 4. Allen shotgun formation, Swain off to his right. Allen's gonna keep and gonna get the pitch, and it's loose, but he tracks it down. But it's gonna be a loss on the play. Miller did a good job there, Kurt, forcing that pitch.
Say coming in, taking his assignment, making them pitch that ball when I don't quite think they were ready for the pitch there. Luckily for the Eagles, they were able to fall down on that ball. That ball did hit the floor.
Now loss of 3. Now decision time here for Coach Vistine. 4th and 7, ball on their own 41-yard line. Would think punt here, but I don't. Almost looks like he's keeping the offense out here.
Keeping the offense in. Got to go for something here. Punt fully puts the momentum back in the Missiles. I think they have too many men in their huddle here. That looks like a lot of people in 8-man football. Sometimes when there's even just an extra person, it sticks out. That looks like almost a couple too many.
You're going to try to hide a guy or not try to hide 44.
No, that's a tough one to stick in there. That's a big kid playing football, but I like it.
He is a load up there, yes.
He works his way.
Center, he's impressive on the offensive and defensive line here.
He's in and out, but he works his way on both the offensive and defensive line. So working hard out there for the Eagles.
5-yard penalty, their 3rd of the ball game. Make it now 4th and 12, and now they are going to send the punt team out there. So always got to be leery when the quarterback is the punter here, Kurt, which both teams use that. Is the officials huddling up, or what do we have here now?
Talking something over here.
Thanks. Clock issue. 2:04. Yeah, evidently I didn't even notice that the clock was running there. So 2:04 to go.
Wyatt Ebersol, hopefully learning last week. Back up. Keep it in front of you.
I don't see. Hopefully I don't think he has the leg that.
No, he doesn't have the leg that the
Galvin kid did.
That's not a bad
That's a good kick, though.
Yeah.
Ball's loose. Boy, that was scary there. Missiles catch a break there as Ebersol could not field that punt cleanly, but Johnny on the spot was Kyson Francis to cover that up. A near disaster there for the Missiles.
Heidi Moe with a comment that millennial music reference, if you want millennial references, Heidi, you came to the right spot. We're full of them.
You might get a late 90s flashback if you see the Missiles center there wearing sporting number 50 and a Miller manning the center position.
Been out there before.
Jackson in the footsteps of his dad, Ryan Miller, part of the great Missile teams in the late 90s.
My freshman football story is occasionally Ryan would cramp up, and to get back in the game, I'd have to take a few snaps from him. And no offense to my good friend Sean Downey, but he snapped the ball a little bit harder than Sean did when we were freshmen, and I think I about broke my hand every time.
Remmer's going to be stopped in the backfield nicely there by Malachi Rodriguez. And a negative play here, the first negative play the Missiles have had on offense here. That's going to be a loss of about 4.
Yeah, good pursuit that time by the Eagles to get out there. Nothing doing on that pitch out to Max Remmers. Milledgeville going to talk this one over.
We'll check some scores here. We'll just keep it right here on the K&K show. As Wes Carroll Up 46-0 in the second quarter there. Forreston leads Seneca 14-6. Said it was 22-0. Polo over Ridgewood. So 1:37 to go. I believe that was the Missile's first timeout, I do believe. And I believe Rockford Christian has used 2, I believe. So
they burned one early there, did on their very first play from the line of scrimmage. Called one not that long ago.
So the Missiles trying to score one more time here before half, but got a ways to go here. Now ball backed up to their own 35-yard line with 1:37 to go and 2 timeouts.
Yeah, score is big here, but if you even bigger to me is holding on to the ball, running this clock down, going in with this 28-12 lead. Obviously, if you can go up more, maybe you bust one big, you take that. First goal here is moving that stick up a little bit, though.
Scott Fredericks want to know who South Beloit. They're playing Amboy tonight. So 2nd and 14. Francis shotgun formation. He's going to roll to his right. Pressure, going to throw it to Saunders, and he hits another round. Saunders 30, 20, 10, and he's going to take it to the house for a Missile touchdown. 65 yards for the Missiles.
Just like I said, just make sure you get the first down, run the clock out. If you got the big play, you take it.
I believe that's Saunders' first touchdown of the year.
Yeah.
He had 2 interceptions last week and a fumble recovery. So Saunders coming up in big-time moments here, and he's now over 100 yards receiving as well.
Yeah, good play by Kyson Francis there to relieve the pressure he was feeling by getting out of the pocket. Kid's got a strong arm, can throw it on the move.
The 2-point try, 126. Francis, pistol formation, gonna pitch it.
Same
Rubbers
play
off
again.
the left
Oh,
side, and
killed
boy,
it.
he took
Yeah.
a shot there from Swain. 2-point, no good. 125 here to go in this first half. Was he going to do a replay or anything, or are we good to go? Going to pull up the replay on the touchdown.
Replay on the touchdown.
Right on the money, just over the outstretched arms of, was that 14 Beard?
Yeah.
So a beautiful pass by Francis and a great catch there with hands in his face.
Yeah,
there.
that's good concentration by Parker Saunders there to make that catch. That's not, I don't want to say that's not as easy as it looks, but you got hands in front of that ball. Anything blocking your view of that ball coming in your hands makes it more difficult.
So Francis now unofficially over 200 yards. He's perfect on the night. I have him 7 for 7, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'd say the passing game is working.
Yeah, something the Missiles did not show a lot last week on film there, Kurt. Yeah. Who was that? Frederick that said the best 8-man quarterback. I would the best passing quarterback. I would put up there. There's some better athletes that do more running the ball than Kyson. He has improved that part of his game, but boy, he's got an elite arm.
Yeah, and like you said, Cameron Daughtine over there is still figuring things out. Only a second game actually calling the plays. I do think something that we have called for in the past is maybe a little overdone on the passing game for the Missiles, so it's good to see them trying to get that running game working, kind of be a dual threat.
Yeah, Remmers is getting it done on the ground. He has over 80 yards rushing, so through the air and on land for the Missiles here tonight. I believe that's Miller there on the stop there. Nice tackle there by Jackson Miller. 1:20 to go here. Good field, decent field position here. I believe that was Newell on the return.
Say that was Newell on the return, driven out of bounds there by Miller.
On his own 36-yard line. So 1:20 is what nobody behind you, Kurt? Is that what you would preach here with 1:20 to go?
Yep.
Well, I believe just one timeout remaining, I believe, for Christian Life.
Christian Life is used to. Yeah. Defensive backs here. Everything's in front of us. Don't let anybody behind you. Don't get caught peeking. Stick to your assignment.
1:20 to go. Shotgun formation once again for Allen, swaying off to his left. 34-12, Missiles lead. Allen drops back, throwing to his right, looking for Rodriguez, and just over top of his hands there.
Yeah, Allen just a little high on some of these passes tonight.
And I think if you're the Missiles, you're happy now with this lead and forcing them to throw instead of feeding Swain.
I'll say the less that they can put the ball in Swain and Zambrano's hands, the better for the Missiles here.
Zambrano really had a nice start for him.
Yeah.
He hasn't really touched the ball much since that opening drive.
Pretty much all Swain, and then Allen keeping the ball occasionally out of the backfield as well, or from his quarterback position.
So second down. And 10, 1:16 to go here in quarter number 2. 2 wide receivers out here to the left. Allen going to hand it to Swain. Swain up the middle, and Swain's off to the races. Swain is going to be maybe tracked down by Francis. Gets him by the shoestrings. But a long run there. From the 36 down to near the, is it 15, Kurt, I would say?
Yeah,
About 50
15.
yards.
I think it's right on the 15.
15, yep, so about 50 yards there for Swain.
I guess they kind of prove us wrong there when you have Swain in the backfield. Who needs the passing game?
So, yeah, 1st and 10 here. Eagles have time, 1 timeout remaining, 50 seconds as the clock starts now after they setting the chains. 1st and 10, Allen looking to his left. Further play call, now takes a snap. Going to roll to his left. He's going to get out of trouble of Miller and going to be running out and might have a hold here, possibly, Kurt.
I mean, my guess in the area that it went down and the type of play it was, we got him
36 seconds remaining
here.
Blocking the
Blocking the back, all right.
So penalty starting to be an issue for the Eagles.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot of times in broken plays like that, though. A kid just scrambling to try to make a block for his player who's also scrambling. Gets his head caught on the wrong side of a block there.
Thought Miller was going to get a sack there.
Yeah.
And couldn't bring down the big quarterback. He's not easy to bring down either.
He's not
Blake
small
Allen.
either.
So clock is moving. Clock is running down to 25 seconds.
Not
sure if
much urgency here by the Eagles.
Not sure if it should be running. Should it, Kurt? Did he wind it?
No, not. I don't.
After a
it
penalty?
should be on a penalty.
Going to be Swain. Swain up the middle. Makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. Swain still spinning. Still spinning. Swain is going to take it to the end zone. What a run by Swain. With 9 seconds to go, the Missiles give up a late touchdown. How many guys had a chance to bring him down there, Kurt?
Several. Many. That's a good run there by Swain. There's no. Look at this play here. You're going to get a replay of it. This was a kid that wanted to score before the half, basically, and he took matters into his own hands.
That's a big play as they will get the ball
2, 3,
to start the second half as well.
4.
Remmers was just along for the ride.
Then he just takes max about 10 yards.
25-yard touchdown run there.
Yeah, that one brought the crowd alive here at Christian Life.
9 seconds to go. Like I said, that's a big game changer. They're right back in the ball game now. 34-18. As Allen gonna take it. Throws, pass, incomplete.
Can't hold on to it out there.
9 seconds remaining. It's Milledgeville 34, Christian Live 18. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back here to Christian Life High School. The Eagles, Kurt, with a shot of life here. Back
Yeah.
within 34-18, and they'll receive the second half kickoff. The Missiles have 9 seconds to try to do something here. We'll see if they elect to kick it deep here. They have not yet. Everything's been just a short onside kick here.
I thought for a second that maybe the clock operator here didn't want to give the Eagles their points, but I think they just have the same electrician we do.
Yeah, the left side of the 18 here is sponsored by Selman Electric, because it looks like a 13 on the scoreboard, but it is 34-18 if our camera does view that, but it's 34-18. He travels near and far
Yeah.
to Selman Electric.
He's there for you.
Missiles recover that. So Missiles will have a shot here, Kurt. Francis can definitely chuck it that far.
Why? You might as well go for something here, right? There's no reason not to.
Other than if you don't want to mess up his perfect stat sheet.
Yeah.
But yeah, 6.8 seconds to go. Missiles have it right at midfield here.
I say you run something here, some kind of shot.
3's outside to the left, shotgun formation.
The Eagles not even really out there.
They look confused. Oh boy, almost disaster, as almost picking that off was number 12, Rodriguez.
Yeah, that could have been quite the momentum swing there.
First incompletion of the night for Francis.
3 seconds here for the Missiles, see what they do. I still say go for it, but maybe not run something that can be picked off in your backfield.
3.1 to go. Missiles lead 34-18. Francis gonna air it out to Saunders, and he dropped it. And that's going to do it here. They had the screen set up, Kurt, but he could not come away with it. And at the half here, the Missiles are going to take a lead of 34-18, but still a little sour taste of how that half ended there, giving up a touchdown run to Swain with 9 seconds to go here, Kurt.
Yeah, you'd like to see the defense come away and just prevent that from happening. Missiles still in a pretty good, comfortable lead here, but obviously the Eagles offense here has shown that they got some firepower. They can bust a big play whenever they need to, so it's up for the defense to hold strong and for the offense to kind of keep putting points on the board, I think, here for the Missiles to feel comfortable in the second half.
So the Missiles lead 34-18. We'll go over the halftime stats here first for the Christian Live Eagles here. At the half, Swain, 10 carries, 162 yards, Kurt, and 2 touchdowns. Zambrano, 3 carries for 25 yards. Allen, 1 carry for 3 yards through the air. Allen, 2 for 7 for 27 yards, including a touchdown to Beard for 25 yards. Beard, 1 catch for 25 yards. Swain, 1 catch for 2. 4 penalties for the Eagles for 30 yards. For the Missiles now, Max Remmers. He's got 2 touchdown runs on 9 carries for 88 yards. Francis, 5 carries for 10 yards. Ebersole, 4 carries for 18. Through the air, Francis, 7 for 9 with 3 touchdowns, 203 yards through the air. Saunders has 3 of those catches for 115 yards, including a 65-yard touchdown. Ebersole, 1 catch for 8. Remmers, 1 for 27. Johnson, 2 catches for 52 yards, both of them being touchdown passes. 126 yards, 127. So actually 53 yards on the night for Johnson. As 1 penalty for the Missiles for 10 yards. And they lead 34-18. Like to see him clean up things on defense, but yeah, offense seems to be clicking here, Kurt.
Yeah, it's good to see the offense get going like that, and really from all areas, not just the pass game. I mean, Francis obviously had a great game, hitting several different targets, but solid runs by Max Remmers. Wyatt Ebersole has gotten himself in the game. Like I said, I really think Wyatt is running better tonight, so it's good to see that progression from him. We can't fall in love with the pass, but we talked about it. We said it. That's Francis' best asset is his arm. You got to use that when you can, when you need it. If you need 5 yards, 7 yards, I think you got to go to his arm. And then pound Remmers and Ebersole in between those plays. But good look for the offense. Defense, yeah, I'm sure most of the focus here at halftime will be on the defense and just kind of shoring up some tackling and some assignments as we head into the second half of this game.
So yeah, once again, your score here at the half. The Missiles 34, the Christian Live Eagles 18. We'll be back on the K&K Show after this halftime break. Welcome back here. Second half about to resume. The Missiles leading 34-18. Go over some scores around the area that we got caught up on through Facebook or different social media here. It was West Carroll 60, AFC 0. Polo all over Ridgewood 28-0 at the half. Amboy 46, South Beloit 7. Forreston 20, Seneca 6. Fulton over Georgetown Ridge Farm 14-0 at half. And here Darlington up 28-0 over Lee Wynn. Lee Wynn might start 0-2, Kurt, and I don't know the last time Lee Wynn was beat that soundly.
I'd like to see that stat on last time they were 0-2 and the last time that they were down that much at a half.
Yes. So Darlington must have a heck of a ball club up there. Stockton leads Blackhawk Warren 14-0. In other games, it was Dixon over Rockford Lutheran 34-0 and Byron over Rock Falls 50-0. So it will be Rockford Christian Light ball here to start the second half, Kurt, and we'll see if they're going to go down and make this a ball game or if the Missiles defense can stand here. That's a big first opening series here.
Important for both teams here. The Rockford Christian Life here has to pretty much go down and punch this first drive in. The Missiles, I would say, conversely, pretty much have to stop it here. They have to hold up defensively here. The Christian Life Eagles are going to have the ball to receive here, but it's important drive for both teams here. This drive determines whether the Eagles stay in the game and whether the Missiles are going to walk away with it.
Yep, and I was told from a reliable source from Milledgeville, I won't name my source, but if you were in Milledgeville last night and you thought you seen the lunar eclipse, that was Chad Selman's head. That was not a lunar eclipse.
Yeah, reports are stating that it was Chad Selman's head caused that last night.
Yeah, near Milledgeville anyway, so not going to name my source on that one, but pretty reliable.
Yeah.
For a neighbor anyway.
I would say he hasn't ever done me wrong, but.
So. See who the Missiles looks like. And Heek is out there to kick off here. Kurt?
I think before this kickoff, we're going to go down and give our fans here a shot. They rode the fan bus down from Milledgeville. We brought a haul down here of fans. We'll kick off down to them here.
Got to say, I am a fan of the black and orange bib overalls.
I don't know whose idea it was to get them, but everybody has a pair except for me and you, which just seems like a crime.
Seems like the chain gang look good in those.
Well, that'd be an amazing chain gang outfit.
Someone needs to make that happen.
Somebody get on that.
You can even throw a sponsorship logo on there if you want. But our chain gang definitely needs the black and orange bibs for sure. And Heek set to kick it off. This is Newell back there. There's the kick. Going to be caught near the 10-yard line. Good head of speed right up the middle. And almost gets away there before. And Heek gets his first tackle here.
Tackle. Yes. And he might have caused an injury.
Spun around. Yeah, Newell had a good speed there and then might have twisted an ankle there on the wrap-up.
Yeah.
So, yes. Unfortunate there. We hope he's okay. But, yeah, good return there. And he about spun out of the tackle.
Almost spun out of the tackle when he came in there and laid the wood down.
Johnson had him by the ankle. So, with that, we'll take a quick injury timeout, and we'll be right back on the K&K Show. Welcome back. As good news here is James Newell able to walk off under his own power, so always good to see that. As a shout out to my kids here, Kinsley and Landry, as I told they're watching here tonight, so appreciate you too.
My wife said that those orange-black bib overalls seems like a nice sponsorship for the top 5 electrician in Milledgeville to throw his logo on there.
Him in those overalls holding up a number 5 sign, that might make the broadcast.
Those will probably sell out fast.
So 1st and 10 here for the Eagles. Allen shotgun formation. Swain to his right. Two wide receivers split out as well. First possession here of the second half. Allen gonna drop back to pass. He's looking for Beard, and he's got it. Beard gonna be inside the 30, tackled down near the 23-yard line.
Yeah, a little 14-on-14 action there. Beard able to get the step on Johnson. I don't know if Christian Life saw something there that they worked on at halftime. We're talking about it at halftime, but exploiting
58 yards there.
the Missiles defensive backs right away.
So right near the red zone already, just inside the 25-yard line here are the Eagles. 1st and 10, 11:28 to go in this third quarter. So this Eagle offense is not going to go quietly here. Allen shotgun formation, gonna hand it to Swain. Swain dragging defenders, still dragging. Some late flags here coming in as well. Man, he is a load to bring down. He just keeps those legs moving. Holding here on Christian Life.
Oh, that's big penalty there. Not a huge gain that time by Swain, but just the fact that he is hit at the line of scrimmage often and still ends up 4 or 5+ yards down the field every time. He's like almost, he is high stepping, his knees are turning while he's being held up. That's a good football player right there, folks. This Christian Life team has in number 33.
You're about 1st and 17 now, 1st and 18 after the penalty. 11 minutes to go in this third quarter. Just under 11 minutes to go in this third quarter. Pitch out to Zambrano. Zambrano makes a nice cut, and he's going to have first down yardage there. Finally tackled down there.
First time in a while they've went to Zambrano. Well, that's a nice 1-2 punch here for these Eagles, as if they can go inside the Swain and then have that speed on the outside with Zambrano. Nobody was out there for the Missiles.
So 1st and 10, ball about on the 11-yard line, it looks. 10:30 to go here in this third quarter.
That's an easy read for Allen there on that pitch.
Allen under center, yep. Zambrano, a swing going to be, see how close he gets here. Now he backs up a little bit. They will, every once in a while, they inch that fullback really close to the line of scrimmage.
There's been times where he's been pretty less than a yard, if not even closer for sure behind him.
As going to feed Swain. Swain, short gain, but still driving. Tackled by a flight of missiles and actually did not go down.
Never actually went down.
They just halted his forward progress.
Held on to him enough to stop him from moving forward, but he still never actually fell down. Flight of missiles in on that tackle.
My dad had just tuned in as well, so thank you for listening as always. 2nd down and 8, ball on the Missiles 9-yard line here. 9:40 to go in this third quarter. Missiles lead 34-18. The Eagles tacked on one right before the half and trying to do it on back-to-back possessions now to make this a 2-score ball game. Or a 1-score ball game, perhaps. It already is a 2-score ball game. Allen gonna pass it, and he had a man out there but could not connect there with Rodriguez.
3rd down.
Better covers that time by the Missiles, not allowing anybody behind him. This is going to have to be a pretty good pass there by Allen to get that ball inside or into the hands of his player. Missiles defense still with a chance to hold up here.
So 3rd down and 8 now here. Allen shotgun formation, Swain off to his right. And gonna hand it to Allen, and he's gonna be wrapped up there. Francis read that one perfectly, Kurt, for a loss on the play.
Yeah, that time Kyson Francis in all over that play right away, and he did a good job of getting low, almost hooking his arms around Swain and then driving his own legs. Kind of a battle there.
Loss of 5. Now it's going to be 4th and 13 here for
Watch Kyson read this play here right through.
He had the better leg drive on that one.
Yes, wins that battle there.
Big play here for the Missiles defense. 4th and 13. They can get a first down about the 1-yard line. 4th and 13 from the 14. Allen gonna drop back to pass. He's gonna be pressured, and he's gonna be sacked in there. I believe that's Miller, and Remmer's ball might have come out as well. Now a late flag. So I'm not. What do we have here? Would have been a turnover on downs. Missiles might have come away with the ball anyway. But this might be a penalty on the Missiles, Kurt. A face mask.
Face mask. That's a big one.
No, I don't think it's going to be a first down here. We'll see. They're talking about it. We'll see what they mark off. Man, oh man, what a big play there. It's going to be half the distance. And is it still fourth down?
Still fourth down, yep. Yeah, apparently somebody got in there on that sack, and sometimes you wonder when you see them kind of bend down, like a waist bend there, come down, you do kind of wonder if maybe somebody grabbed a helmet. Couldn't see it from our vantage point. Refs
So
obviously have a much better look.
Missiles defense have got to step up here again for another play, but now it's a much more manageable 4th and 5 here, Kurt.
Yeah, this is, got to imagine that this is Swain territory here. Give him another shot. Big plays, put the ball in the hands of your best player.
7:50 and counting here in this third quarter. Missiles lead 34-18.
Gonna have to call a timeout here. That countdown is on.
Yep. Christian Life will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. Missiles 34, Eagles 18. We'll be back. Welcome back here. Big play in this ball game, Kurt. 7:44 to go. 4th and 5 for the Eagles. Ball about on the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Missiles had them stopped. Turnover on downs, but flag for a face mask on a quarterback sack.
So Allen shotgun formation. Swain off to his left. Allen gonna look to right. He's gonna be wrapped up there right away. That's Misha! Comes away with the sack, and the Missiles deny the Eagles, Kurt.
Yeah, that's good to see Misha, a name we said a lot last week, been pretty quiet today. Good to see him bust through the line and get his name mentioned here on our stream. Nice job there by Misha. Big play, big stop by this Missiles defense.
Yeah, he's kind of been missing in action here tonight. Like I said last week, he was all over that game for the defensive line, but he came up at a big-time play there for the Missiles. And this remains a 2-score game at 34-18. Yes, if you see it on your screen, it looks like 13, but that 13 sponsored by Selwyn Electric. It's actually an 18. 7:38 to go. Missiles back on offense here, about on their own 11-yard line. Francis gonna fake, had me faked out. Goes to Remmers off the left side. Remmers across the 35, 40, 50. Remmers is off to the races. 40, 30, 20. Max Remmers is going to take it to the house. 89 yards for a Missile touchdown. I was looking right, Curtin, here. Remmers was off to the left.
Good fake, I guess. Must have even faked the Eagles there, but nice run by Max Remmers. Doing a little bit of the work himself there on the outside, showing that the kid's got speed. I said last week, Max is he's a big kid.
He's faster than you think.
Yeah, he's a big kid, but seeing him around school, honestly, Max doesn't look that big to me, but when he's in pads, the kid sure looks like a football player, and that's a football player play right there.
Max Remmers An early vote for player of the game here. Francis now trying to add the 2-point conversion. Shotgun formation. Francis gonna hand to Ebersol. Ebersol off the right side. He's in, but flags all over the field.
Flags everywhere. Flags galore. This is going to have to try this one again from a little deeper.
Remmer's now unofficially 177 yards and 3 touchdowns now.
Max heard that the player of the game gets a gift back from Ruby's. He's like, let me get that.
Yes, thank you to our Rubies doing our player of the game again this year. We appreciate that. So yeah, a hold here on the Missiles, their third penalty for 30 yards in the ball game. 7:22 to go in the third. Missiles 40. River Ridge 18.
I'm not sure why they haven't marked this off yet. There we go. Should be an easy mark off.
Where are they going to spot this ball at? As it must have been in the backfield a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's about the 15, 14.
Nope, we're going to.
Nope, going to go back to the 13.
Yep.
10-yard penalty on the holding call. We try.
So Francis shotgun formation. You got Ebersol and Saunders split out to the left. Saunders and Johnson making a player of the game nominees as well. Francis going to scramble, now throws to his right, and there's Cash Money with the 2-point conversion. Goes up and catches it, 2-point conversion, good. 7:22 to go in this third quarter. Milledgeville 42, Christian Life 18. That's quite the swing from Welcome back to Christian Life High School. A little breathing room here now for the Missiles curtain. What a swing and momentum there as the Eagles have it inside the 10-yard line on a 4th and 5 to maybe make this a one-score game. It's hard to believe when it's 42 to 18, but literally that swing, they would have had to get the 2-point conversion as well, but go a possible 16-point swing there.
Let's see if let's see what he's got on this boot.
Oh, there he got a hold of that one. But it rolls out of bounds before it gets to the end zone.
And he put it all behind that one. That was close.
See if they make him re-kick, or are they going to take it at the 35? They're going to make
him re-kick it. All right. They've had good returns, so why not, I guess.
You want to focus on whoever's catching it?
Hope you get better field position here.
Shout out to our camera crew here tonight. We got the old veteran back with us, Bowden Last again here, but new this year, Charlie Pitty.
Yeah, Charlie Pitty out there running the main camera up here from the view that you guys are seeing right now.
They do the grunt work here, guys. They do good work. They'll get better every week, too. Bowden's an expert at it now, and Charlie's learning on the fly here, too. So, yes, we could not do this without them for sure. They're a huge part of this broadcast. And he now boots it and going to be caught down about the 15-yard line by Newell. Goes up the right side. Nice tackle there. Was that Bramley Nye? Or who was that on the sideline there?
I thought I saw Miller down there, but
couldn't see. He got congratulated by so many missiles I could not see who it was.
Say somebody got swarmed down there.
Sideline was fired up there. So even with the re-kick, it's about a wash. Or it is a wash. They receive it at the 35.
Good to see Newell back in the game there for Christian Life here, these Eagles. He was getting looked at a little bit on the sideline. I did see that a defensive starter, number 11, Joey Profit, he actually went down pre-game during the warm-ups. They had to cart him off, some kind of foot or leg injury, so we hope he's okay.
As Allen going to drop back to pass. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one bounced off the ground first.
Field pass incomplete. Second down.
Newbauer wants to know if we're going to see a field goal. I think we will maybe see a field goal here this year with our 2 Brazilian kickers.
Yeah, the legs there, it sounds like the Brazilians are not the problem.
That's the snap and hold that we're working out here, Tom. But it's a work in progress.
Yep.
We were talking about the frozen toe of Milledgeville.
Yeah.
Can you name the legendary kicker for Milledgeville back in the day, nicknamed the frozen toe? See if anybody can come up with that. He said he's available for pointers.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if it's needed, but he said he could make
If
a
it's
practice.
who I think you're talking about, he
On
used
staff.
to occasionally.
Carry for the Eagles.
Oh no, the frozen toe. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Swain, was that Swain on the carry there again? Gain of
Yeah.
about 7. Yeah, the frozen toe,
The
not golden toe.
Yeah, frozen toe.
Gain about 6 there for Swain.
Joe the Toe Garbanzo, the frozen toe.
But yeah, our last better kicker was Brubaker, and who was the other foreign exchange student we had there too? Kurt, do you remember? I can't. His name is slipping my mind. Near a first down.
Yeah,
and he might have
around
it.
the same era as Brubaker,
Yeah, we
right?
had both of them.
Yeah. Went from no kickers for a long time to 2.
Yeah. Swain gains 5 there.
Kind of the same thing here with these 2 Brazilians here. And then Heek and Vitor here.
Yep, Mike Leach saying Jack Swanson. Yeah, Jack Swanson kicked
Yeah.
a few back in for the 99 team.
Yeah. I think Jack was a straight on too. All toe, straight on kicker.
But yeah, it sounds like Enrique is better on the kickoffs, but the
Yeah, I think Vitor is the one
Vitor is
that's
better
really
at the
been
field
working on the
goals.
field goals. Yeah.
Yep, Miller on the stop there. Misha was back in the back,
Misha was
broke,
back
kind of
there, broke
busted
that
that
up
play
first,
up a
yeah.
little bit.
Say, Misha started that whole sequence by busting through the line.
Yes, Cody Buckman said Roberts. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Pete Robertson.
Pete Robertson.
Pete Robertson, now AD up at Durant. He
AD
still
at
listens
Durant.
to our broadcast a lot of the
I
times.
know that every time we have Durand coming up in volleyball, of course, got to travel to Durand. Seems like Durand in volleyball for some reason comes to Milledgeville once every 10 years, and we go there the other 9. That's slightly a joke, but yeah, Pete always says that he likes to listen in, keep up with the missiles here through our broadcast.
Bad
Ball's
snap
on the floor.
Allen's going to get it, but he's going to be wrapped up here by a flight of missiles led by Ebersol and Miller.
Recovered by the Eagles, brought down at about the 42.
Max Remmers wants a push in the back on that play, which I do believe he was, but
Loss of about 5 more for Allen there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 now for the Eagles. So the defensive line causing a little more havoc here for the missiles here in this second half here, Kurt.
could be a conditioning game here now. Second half comes down to conditioning a lot of times. Adjustments at halftime.
Here's a score as Galva gets a bid, upsets state-ranked St. Anne tonight, Kurt. I thought that might happen after watching Galva last week. They beat St. Anne 22-14, so that victory even looks better now for the Missiles. False start here on the Eagles.
I was impressed with Galva last week. That's a solid football team with some athletes on it. They're going to surprise some people.
And some nice people we met from Galva.
Yeah.
We're going to adopt them as our Southern team this year.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Their coach gave a great interview after the game here up on our stream. Talked with his son a little bit. Impressive. His dad was YouTube famous. Jacques Christensen from Denmark. There it is.
There it is. Who came up with that?
Jordan Selman. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan.
I do think Bonce actually sent it to me too, but she only sent Jacques. So we're going to give the credit to Jordan. Better luck next time, Bonce.
3rd and 18 here for the Eagles. 3:33 and counting in this third quarter. Missiles lead 42-18. Allen shotgun formation. Zambrano off to his right. Misha
in there.
rushing the passer on a screen as Allen took a hit. Misha goes back and shows good sportsmanship. Just a good clean hit there as he hit him right as he threw it.
See, good timing there by Misha, not roughing the passer. They tried to get the, kind of underneath middle screen set up there for Swain. Misha making that pass tougher there on Allen as he barreled down on him.
Timing just not. You want to let the lineman in, but not quite that quick.
No. No. You want time for the play to develop.
So 4th and 18. Allen back to punt. Ebersol back to receive it.
If you do see, like, we do something good and somebody's about to celebrate, get a zoom into that, obviously. And follow
3:24 to go in this third quarter. Boots it. Ebersol. Oh, boy, ball is loose. Boy, he almost was interfered with there,
Yeah,
Kurt.
say that had to be pretty close to interference. He's got to be given a little bit more space than that as Ebersol to catch that ball.
And Saunders comes away with it for the Missiles. But, boy,
he was right on top of him.
Yeah.
Kind of wonder, I think the officials are maybe discussing that now.
Yeah, it sure looked like there was contact before he caught that. But now we have a hold
on the Missiles.
But boy, the Missiles do avoid another disaster on the punt return here. They need to clean that up.
Number 30 there, Riot Cornelier. Kind of, he went for a hit more than he did for the ball there when that came loose. But again, Wyatt not given really much space there to catch that ball. That's something maybe that the coaching staff could discuss with the officials.
Which I know if he did not fair catch it, you don't have to get, like, you can time it boom, boom. But
you can't.
I almost thought it was
like that
earlier. Like I thought there was contact before he even caught it. But
can't be on top of him like that.
So the Missiles will be backed up here.
I do think Wyatt maybe again learn and grow each week. And now we're moving back even further. That holding apparently came during the scrum for the ball. It's going to back the Missiles back to the 11-yard line, their 11-yard line.
So, we're in. Boy, seems like a pretty big penalty when he was fair catching that, near the 30?
Yeah.
And we're going to be back
We're going to be back on the 11 here.
Not sure how the hold should have been up here.
A lot of talking going on with the officials. Like I said, they must have. I never even saw a flag on the ground, first of all. Yeah, this is why we need to just start broadcasting right on the field so we know what's going on here.
Maybe it was closer to the 20, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. So 1st and 10, regardless for the Missiles. Ball near the 11-yard line, their own 11. 3:15 to go in this third quarter. Pistol formation for Francis. Good sideline view here. Going to hand off to Remmers. Remmers with a gaping hole off the left side there before he's dragged down there by Newell. He's going to have a gain of 12 yards or so.
Yeah, good to see the Missiles line here winning that battle in the trenches here in the second half.
Game go about 14 as he's near the 35, I believe, as Remmers continues to pile up the numbers. 191 now on the ground. Wonder what the freshman record is for rushing yards for the Missiles in a game. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 25-yard line. 2:35 to go in this third quarter. Francis going to keep it off the left side. Runs over one tackler.
Francis on the keeper.
Rodriguez on the stop. Gain of about 4 yards for Francis.
Yeah, nice little first down play there, a little misdirection. Had Ebersol and Remmers coming the one way. Francis pulls it, keeps it.
Polo leads 34-14. But Answer to the question, the frozen toad, legendary kicker Justin Parks.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not out there on our practice field more often.
Yes, he might be next week. 2nd and 6 here for the Missiles. Gonna hand it to Ebersol. Ebersol makes a cut up field. Allen and Swain on the stop. He gains about 4 more. Gonna be about 3rd and 2 here for the Missiles.
Yeah, pretty good vision that time
3 there
there
for Ebersol.
by Ebersaw to kind of weave his way into the hole.
Short 3, long 2. Minute 30 to go in the 3rd. Missiles in control so far this one, 42-18. And a game that at one point was 12-12. Each team scoring on their first 2 possessions.
Really thought it was going to be a shootout at first, the way this game kicked off.
There's Remmers breaking tackles. He's near the 45.
Taken down there by Malachi Rodriguez, was he?
About 10 more there for Remmers. He's now up over 200 yards now unofficially. 12 carries, 201 yards. For Remmers, 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 43-yard line. Just a nice clock chewing drive here, Kurt.
Yep.
So we're
Chew
down.
out that clock. I imagine this one's going to not be snapped till he starts counting, maybe.
Inside now, 30 seconds remaining in this
There
3rd
we
quarter.
go.
Pistol formation for Francis. Francis keep it,
A
makes
little
one
fake.
man miss, makes another man miss. And Francis with his best
Yeah.
run of the night, he's going to have a gain of about 12.
Another first down for the Missiles. They break across midfield there.
Say tackled inbounds, nicely job by the official to wind that clock
Say
here.
Initially stop it for the first down, and then we wind it as soon as they start moving. So this is going to bring us to the 4th quarter here.
So after 3 quarters of play, the Missiles will have it 1st and 10, ball on the Eagles' 46-yard line. The Missiles lead 42-18. We'll be back on the K&K show after this quick timeout. Welcome back here.
Can Charlie get us a shot of Bowden over there?
With Bowden with his Brazilian hat on. It's a good look Bowden sporting tonight. I like it.
Bowden, his mom, or who house?
There's
and
Bowden
he?
with a
There he
wave over
is,
there.
Over there.
Who just recently got booted from the near sideline and had to venture across the field.
Just like Bowden getting in trouble, so he had to leave.
That's our sideline cameraman there. So these kids do great work. We very much appreciate them. As well as our executive producer, Brooks Wilkinson, even though he's going to have to share the bad news with our fans next week. We're not breaking that news.
Yeah.
We're going to let Brooks.
I actually had a thought when Mr. Sherman messaged us good coverage. There's only one way we can make it happen next week. Next Friday.
Early out. That would be nice.
Start the petition now. Anybody listening, next Friday, if you want the K&K show, going to have to take an early out to get us there.
Yeah, I don't know who our AD was that scheduled a 5 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Does not make it easy on.
When everybody that drives you to your game
Also drives a bus route.
drives a bus route.
Like a
Makes
little lack
it,
in communication or some things not caught, but
Makes it a little difficult to get to Orangeville by 5 o'clock when you're on a bus route till 4 o'clock or after.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Eagles' 46-yard line.
And then, of course, as we talked about, Brooks is off to get married next week.
Rumor has it anyway. We'll see if that actually plays out. Francis going to air it out. He's pressured and going to be nearly sacked, but did get it away looking for, is that Saunders? But nice rush there by Swain, as well as that 52 was in there. J.J. Hanley.
Yeah, quite a bit of penetration that time by the Eagles, making it difficult for Kaiser Francis to step up into that throw.
So 2nd down and now 10. Second down and 10. Francis pistol formation. 11:54 to go. Just started the 4th quarter here. And gonna fake it to Remmers and a pitch. Francis is getting more comfortable with that ball fake there, Kurt.
That was a fake handoff, a fake pitch, and then a pitch.
Pitch to Ebersol for a gain of about 6 yards, or give him 5.
35 misses.
Someone gets up. Who gets married during football season? You wouldn't think an executive producer of a YouTube channel would get married.
Yeah.
But what do we know?
Fixing to be a beautiful weekend.
Going to be 3rd and 5 now. Remmers off the left side. Does a nice job getting out of that first tackle. Going to be short of the first down, but turned a loss into a positive gain.
Yeah, he was going to be brought down there about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage there, but able to cut it up. This will still have some work to do here for a first down, but Max makes it just a little bit easier.
Team being a 2. So 4th down and 3 here for the Missiles. 10:35 to go in this 4th quarter. So 4th down going to be up the middle, and I believe he's going to have it. Is the first down carry. That is Remmers. Needed 3, he gets 5.
Up to about the 34, 1st and 10 missiles.
Yeah, Max Remmers here carrying the load. The kid's not even 15 years old.
Yes, he has been the real deal here for the Missiles in these first 2 ball games here. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. 9:39 to go here. Ball near inside the 35-yard line. To 34. Francis, nice keep there. Weaving in and out of traffic, and Francis still going. 20, makes another cut. There's the whoop.
Yep.
It's inside the 10.
Chris Berman alive and well here in Rockford tonight.
We missed that. We should have had you on that touchdown run last week.
That's very reminiscent of Kyson's touchdown, game-winning touchdown run last week. That cut back up the middle.
Down to about the 8-yard line, so about 26 yards there for Francis.
Yeah, good pull on the handoff that time by Francis. Just makes some magic himself. This time he can't cut it back up the middle, and for the touchdown, Swain was barreling down on him, but first down for the Missiles inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, yep, ball near the, say, 8-yard line as far as we can tell. I formation. And hand it off to Ebersol. Ebersol off the right side. Falls forward.
Ball came out to Cash.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Picked
Ball
it up
comes
and he
out.
ran it in for a touchdown.
What's the signal here? Cash money.
Yeah.
Going to pick up the
Hey,
fumble.
must be the money.
We'll see if we can get a replay. I kind of missed that fumble there, Kurt. I thought Ebersol, a run up the middle.
Replay coming at you as things get sorted out. They signaled touchdown, though.
8:43 mark. Yeah, Cash right there.
Yeah.
Johnny on the spot. Cash goes about 6 yards or so
Yeah.
for the touchdown. 6-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. Now we try the 2-point conversion. 8:43 to go in the ball game. Francis fake it, now keeps it, and he is in. 2-point conversion, good. The Missiles have put a 50-burger up here. They lead 50-18 with 8:43 to go in this fourth quarter. We'll be back on the K&K Show. All right, we are back here at Rockford Christian Life High School's game that was much tighter for a good portion of this game,
Yeah.
Kurt, as the Missiles build the lead up 50-18. And flag
here. And he got a good one off on that one, though. That was
Yes,
going to
he
be a
did.
touchback.
He's a little frustrated that
Yeah.
his best kick goes for naught. Amboy over South Beloit 62-7. It was St. Bede leading Bureau Valley at the half here as well. 14-6. Our official go-to score guy, Mike Leach, tonight. Thank you for all the scores.
Missile's going to have to kick from a little deeper again for the second time.
I said the Missiles led 34-12, but with 9 seconds to go, swing with a highlight reel 25, one of the best 25-yard runs you'll see.
Yes.
To make it a 34-18 game, and then they go down and get it all the way down to the Missiles 5, Kurt, with a chance to make it a one-score game. And he kicks this one out of bounds, so we'll see if they re-kick. And they're going to make us re-kick.
Why not? Send it again, and he send it again.
They're going to make him re-kick again.
So now be kicking off from the 30-yard line.
I have seen Roble before attempt the onside kick after they've made us re-kick here. I don't know, up 50-18 if that's something we're going to pull off, but we're going to back it up. This time kicking from the 30. And he just trying out all the yard lines tonight.
So this team's going to be fun to watch grow, Kurt. They're going to get better and better every week.
That's what I thought. Tonight's game was a huge game for confidence, and these are victories needed going into the heart of that schedule that they have coming up.
A line drive kick gets past Newell, or excuse me, that's
Rodriguez, right? Number 7.
Zambrano,
sorry, yep. I wonder if he's
not
related
any
to
relation
Carlos.
to the Cardinals. I was just thinking the same thing.
He seems to have a better demeanor than Carlos Zambrano ever did, so I'm going to go with no.
I think, like I said, Missiles learning on the fly. I think last week they learned that they can win.
Yeah.
And then, now next week is just, or the next week is proving it wasn't a fluke. Like I said, they played much better defense here, too, after the first few possessions here
kind
as
of
well.
settled in. That first road trip, too, first road trip of the season, that can sometimes be tough. Probably does. Your routine's just a little different on a road game, stuff like that.
Allen going to pitch it to Zambrano. Zambrano down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds there by Ebersole with a big hit. But nice gain for Zambrano. Like I said, that kid's averaging over 10 yards a carry, Kurt.
Yeah, maybe would have went to Zambrano a few more times here. Gives you 10 yards a pop, like I think almost
13
exactly.
yards. Yeah, first 5 carries, 56 yards. So first and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on their own 40-yard line. 8:15 remaining in this ball game.
Misha was caught that time barreling down and in from his end spot when he should have stayed out, kept contained.
Next week, the Missiles will travel and take on the Orangeville Broncos. A 5 p.m. start in Orangeville, as they do not. I was shocked when I seen that on a schedule as a Friday game.
I thought it was a misprint, not going to lie, when I first saw it. I think I almost texted Roble and said that this game has to be on a Saturday, right? But no, 5 o'clock start in Orangeville. Hopefully getting in before it's too dark.
Yeah, I was going to say, every time we've been to Orangeville, it's been on a Saturday, which would not have worked that well for us either.
No.
Since, I'm not going to say who has to get married.
I'm hearing rumors that somebody around here is getting married during football season.
We should have had a talk with Emily.
Yeah.
Gotten this worked out, but second down and 6 here for the Eagles. Ball on their 44-yard line. Allen backs. Oh, threw a nice pass there, but Rodriguez could not come away with it.
There's Rodriguez, number 12.
Allen put that right on the numbers, but he could not come away with it. So it's now going to be 3rd and 6 here. 7:10 remaining.
Rodriguez actually a couple drops tonight, and yep, now he's mad at the gloves. Those are off.
Third and 18, so yes, as next week, we will not have the broadcast here on the Missile game. Like I said, Brooks is out. Can't believe she wouldn't let him come away on the rehearsal night or whatever, that he couldn't come.
Yeah, he knows what to do.
And tackled there, who's Misha on the stop. Who was that carry? Swain? No, that was Allen. Excuse me, Allen for a loss of 1.
Brooks needs help, Emily. We can help her out. We can help him out with the rehearsal. Stand there, say I do.
But yeah, not only his fault, but like transportation issues and the early time we cannot make that work next week.
Coach Robel's wife, Jess, did say that she would start the petition for an 11 o'clock early out next week.
Perfect. Yes, as of now, we will not have a broadcast next week, but we are still going to end up doing a full slate of games, and at this 10-week season, we'll have at least 9. We're going to, I believe, I've got permission. We're talking to the Stockton AD. We're going to head up there, I believe, October 2nd for Stockton-Galena.
Nice.
That should be a great matchup. Allen drops back to pass and finds Rodriguez. This time he hauls it in, pushes the defender up, but he's out of bounds.
Well, albeit it was the gloves. The gloves were the problem.
So gain of 15 yards.
Rodriguez sheds the gloves and hauls in the pass for the first down.
100 yards through the air for Allen. 4 for 13, 100 yards. First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the Missiles' 44-yard line. 5:50 to go. Yeah, we might be possibly headed down to see Coach Kappas and BV here a week, too, when they play. In a couple weeks, they play Stark County. So venturing out a little bit. First and 10 for the Eagles. Allen, shotgun formation. Gonna swing it out to Swain.
Pass there to Swain.
Swain in the open. He's fun to watch. But the Missiles do a good job limiting to about a 5-yard gain. Francis on the stop. Misha in there as well.
Yeah, team tackling there that time by the Missiles, and that's what it takes to bring that guy down. I think he's won almost every one-on-one battle tonight. Kyson did a nice job the one play, taking him down one-on-one, though.
So second down and 5. So yeah, our next broadcast will most likely be at home with the Battle of the Blacktop, Kurt, as the Marcos come to town. Allen drops back to pass. Ooh, another nice pass there, but Rodriguez can't haul that one in. Good coverage there, though, by Francis as well.
Yep. That was going to be a tough one to catch. Francis out there in good coverage.
4:36 remaining as the clock stops. So third down and now 5. Allen shotgun formation, swing to his right. You got Beard to the right and Zambrano to the left. Hiawatha beats River Ridge 64-16. Allen with a nice pitch here to Swain. Swain makes a nice cut, makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Late flags. Miller tackles him well downfield. He's down near the 27. Would have been a gain about 13.
Yeah, flags in here by the back judge. Coming back.
Holding here.
Stockton score official. They beat Blackhawk Warren 34-8. 8-man action. Hiawatha over River Ridge 64-16. West Carroll over AFC with a pounding of 74-0.
AFC renamed.
Yeah, that's, you know, nobody's a bigger fan of AI than myself, but you also got to proofread that AI.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 16 here for the Raiders, or for the, no, I'm saying Raiders, for the Eagles. Ball at the 50-yard line, 4:29 to go in the ball game. We're kind of reaching a snail's pace here to finish this game here, Kurt. Stay tuned here for a post-game show here from the press box at Rockford Christian Life. Coach Roble and our Rubies player of the game. Low snap, but Allen picks it up, scrambles to his left. Throws a nice ball, complete there, I believe, complete, yes, to Rodriguez. Gain of about 13 yards. Nice throw, scrambling to his left there, Kurt.
Say that's certainly not easy. Right-handed quarterback moving left, able to get his hips and shoulders turned to make that pass out there to the outside. 4th down here for the Eagles. Colton Stiles has been in for the Missiles here for a couple drives now on both offense and defense, getting some time.
He's going to be a key piece as the season goes along. So 4th down and 3 here. Allen under center, and now
I think they got the Missiles to go.
Offsides here on the Missiles.
Offsides on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty and enough yards for another Christian Life.
So it results in a Christian Life 1st down. 3:43 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the Missile 32-yard line, 32 and a half, somewhere in there. Missiles back on the road next Friday night, 5 p.m. start at Orangeville. And then 5 out of our last 6 are home, Kurt.
Yeah.
Some home cooking at Floyd Dobb Field coming up. Allen airing it deep for Beard, slides in, and he makes the catch. Allen to Beard, that was a nice pass there. 32 yards. Allen connecting to Beard.
Yeah, Allen did a nice job putting that ball where only Beard was going to get it. Not bad coverage out here by Cash Johnson at all, but Allen with a great throw, putting it where only Beard could get it, and then Beard pretty much lands right over the goal line with the ball right over the goal line for an Eagles touchdown.
115 yards now receiving for Beard and 2 touchdowns. He's having a nice ball game.
Yeah.
That makes it 50-26. So try the 2-point try. Looking to get it to Rodriguez. 2-point good. The 3:15 mark. This game is 50-26. 50-26 after the 2-point conversion. We'll be right back on the K&K Show. come back here. Zambrano set to toe it off. As a couple nice juniors here for, and another flag. But yeah, with Zambrano and Beard, both juniors, Kurt, a couple of nice quick weapons here for the Eagles. So a talented team offensively for sure.
Yes, for sure. They're able to put points on the board. They can get volume plays when they need them. Very good.
So 3:15 still remaining in the ball game here. Galena beats, Southwestern East Dubuque 27-14.
Zambrano's going to have to re-tee this one up on the 35-yard line now.
I believe it's maybe September 25th, maybe we're up to Stockton, and then October 2nd, maybe headed to Bureau Valley. So there's going to be a block in the back.
They're going to get the missile, the block in the back here on Kyson Francis on that return. Ebersaw got it up to just past the 40, close to the 45, but this is going to be coming back.
Eagle fans are chirping like it's been one-sided on the penalties. That has not been the case. I mean, Rockford Christian's been flagged 8 times for 60 yards. Missiles 7 for 55. So
that's pretty even, I would say.
They seem to act like this has been poorly officiated here, but it's not to be the case. Both teams have had their share of penalties. I would say both coaches are not going to be real happy with the penalties, but yeah, it's been called both ways. So 1st and 10 here for the Missiles. They'll start deep in their own territory. Looks like to be on their own 15-yard line. 3:08 to go in the 4th quarter. They have 2 timeouts remaining, I believe, to Christian Life. Shotgun formation under center, excuse me. Francis, I formation behind him. Francis gonna hand to Ebersole. Ebersole off the right side. Gains about 5 yards. Nice run there by Wyatt Ebersole. I said, yeah, his running has been better tonight too, Kurt. He's now over 30 yards.
Yeah.
2nd down and 5. So the Missiles offense looks much more comfortable week 2. Like I said,
yes.
A lot of new reps, and timing is a big thing. And live action is a lot of different than going against your scout team and anything else you can put together in practice.
There's nothing quite like a Friday night. No matter how prepared you are, it's different facing a completely different team. Live contact.
2nd down and 5. And now another penalty here on the Missiles.
Now we're even.
Yes, now we're even. 2:09 remaining. Back them up 5 yards. Legal motion here on the Missiles. Wind the clock. 2nd down and 10. Ball back to the 15.
That penalty actually might have been better what it looked like than what that play was going to bring. Kyson and Max ran into each other. Just, again, disruption and timing there for some reason. Missiles to improve to 2-0. Head to Orangeville next week. Haven't seen any update on the Orangeville-Alden Hebron score. No.
We'll try to get that if we can get any score update here between the end of the game and our post-game show. Pitch to Ebersole off the right side. And Ebersole, well, he did wrong there, Kurt, was go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Nope, as this official says, wind that
Keep
clock.
it yeah, he wasn't out of bounds.
Down to across the 20 to the 21.
Yeah, why it basically
About
gains
6.
the yardage back there that we lost on the legal procedure penalty.
Bring now 3rd down and 4 as we approach 1 minute to go in the ball game here. Interesting. 3rd and 4. Pistol formation.
So you're saying there's a chance?
You're telling me there's a chance. Remmers off the left side, and Remmers trucking, and he's going to have the first down before he's tackled there by Swain.
Brought down by Swain.
Gain of about 7 more there for Max Remmers, up officially 215. What a
Adding
ball
to
game
his
for
total.
Max Remmers
Freshman, 14-year-old, over 200 yards.
on 15 carries.
Yeah.
It's not a bad tally there, Kurt. See if they have to run one more play or not. It's going to be close. They might not, it looks like.
Yep.
Down to the final 15 seconds. You can send in your votes for the player of the game, but I have a feeling who it will be, unless the coaches we can send in the votes, but the coaches ultimately have the right to
Yep. Say
pick
we
it.
always kind of let the coaches veto the vote if they think they want to highlight somebody else that maybe did something we didn't see. So I'd go Max Remmers tonight. That kid had a heck of a game. Missiles put together a nice team effort as well, too. All important 2-0 start here for the Missiles as they head into the bigger heart of their schedule here.
So, yeah, Missiles get the win here tonight. 50-26 is your final. As they're shutting down things here in a hurry.
Yeah,
School
everything
goes
is off.
That's before the kids
About
even
to think
line up.
the lights are about to go off.
So, yep, the Missiles win 50-26. So we'll go over the stats here first for the Eagles. Christian Life, Swain, a heck of a ball game here for the senior fullback Fred Swain. 16 carries, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Zambrano 5 carries for 56 yards. Allen 4 for -8 through the air. Allen 7 for 17 for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 of those coming to Beard. As receiving, Swain 2 catches, 7 yards. Rodriguez 2 for 28. And Beard 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, 115 yards. 9 penalties for 65 yards for the Eagles. For the Missiles tonight, the man of the night, Max Remmers, 15 carries, 215 yards with 3 touchdowns on the ground. Francis, 8 carries for 52 yards. Ebersol, 8 for 37, so a nice balance on the ground there too, Kurt, for the Missiles. And then through the air, Francis started the game 7 for 7. He ended up 7 for 10. They did not go to the air much in the second half as they were using the clock. But 203 yards with 3 touchdowns through the air. Saunders 3 catches for 115 yards, including a 65-yard touchdown. Ebersol 1 for 8, Remmers 1 for 27, and Johnson 2 catches for 53 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, so another freshman making his impact on the game tonight too, Kurt.
Yeah, say Max Remmers definitely stood out, and I do think like, all my votes have been for Max, and I got the official call from the coaches too that they will be sending Max up here. But like I said, all around just great performances by Kaiser Francis, obviously, but Cashin Johnson in there, Parker Saunders in there. Good all-around team effort. Good job by this team weathering that early storm and just kind of sticking with it. I mean, we were never down, but just like momentum just wasn't quite there for either team. And like I said, I just think that was a very, very important for the Missiles to start the season 2-0, build confidence for this team. But like I said last week, has probably heard chirps all year about how it's going to be a down year for the Missiles. A down year for the Missiles. Why not prove it's not going to be for this team and continue to build confidence and get better each and every week?
Yeah, and if you are going to get the Missiles, you better get them this year. Because
Yeah.
like I said, the arrow is pointing up for this team as well, and they're getting better every week. It's been fun to watch, and should be fun to watch all year for this young squad. But they got one of the better coaching staffs in the area, and they're going to get them coached up. And like I said, it's going to be fun to watch this team grow as the year goes along.
Yeah, they're going to be ready every game. That's not a problem. It's a matter of executing the game plan. Even if they're outmanned. Sometimes you're outmatched, sometimes you're outmanned, but a good game plan can swing the tide there either way. So they're going to be ready to play every week. They're going to grow every week. They're young, but I think they're going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, other than Coach Caravia, we have an outstanding staff.
Yeah.
So,
First time we've ragged on them. I can't believe it took us till week 2.
yes.
I am hearing that we do need to rewatch this because Kurt Francis took a spill during one of Max's TD runs. So.
Oh, we need a Franny sideline cam. We need
Say we might have to get him his own. Might have to get him his own.
Well, let's see. Hopefully he's okay.
Camera on like a zip line that just follows him up and down our sideline as he runs with every play.
Yes, I believe he was able to. Yep, I see him. He's walking under his own power. But
Well,
yeah,
that's good. That's good.
we'll have to see if we can
It
get
does
footage.
seem like he could maybe use a little stretch over there or something. Get that guy some electrolytes.
Yes, but if somebody wants to sponsor the chain crew win those bibs, that would be a
That
good
would
look.
be, yeah. we need that for you got a week.
At least the homecoming game
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, we're on the road next week at Orangeville, so we are gonna step away here for a few minutes, and we'll be back with our player of the game and Coach Roble after this quick timeout. All right, welcome back here to Rockford Christian Life High School in the press box here. with our Ruby's player of the game, our Ruby's Coffee and Espresso player of the game, Max Remmers. Max, a great ball game by you tonight and the whole team. Back and forth early in this game. Everybody scored on their first 2 possessions. It was 12-12 early, and you guys ended up pulling away. But just talk about nobody could get a stop there early, Max. What do you think of that?
Yeah, early, I really thought it was going to be like a bend game. I thought we were going to rally up to like 100 almost. But we got that first stop, and it started rolling.
Yep.
Pick the momentum.
Yep, as you unofficially, 15 carries I had with 3 touchdowns, 215 yards on the night. I said, I don't know what our freshman running record is, but that might break it. I have a good bet in a varsity game. So incredible job there. You also had 1 catch for 27 yards. Talk about they had a load of a player there as well, Swain. Talk about what it took to get him on the ground there tonight, Max.
Oh, yeah. So he was tough to get down. I mean, if you weren't hitting at his knees, and you really got to wrap him. Because if you're hitting high, he's not coming down.
Yeah, he had a highlight reel play there. So right before the half, I'm sure Coach Roble was not real happy with that effort, but 25 yards, and you kind of went along for the ride there. But then they come back and get it right down inside the goal line there, but you guys get a big stop. That could have made it a 1-possession game. Just talk about getting that stop after a penalty there, too. Just talk about that play there, Max.
Oh, yeah, that was a big play. So we were on 4th down. Thought we had him. Got called for a flag. And then we just kind of had to stay composed and rally and do it again.
Yeah,
so.
That was a huge stop. All right, now we will get to know Max Remmers a little bit. Like I said, just a freshman. Or just talk about your experience here. How the first 2 games, you had over 100 yards between rushing and receiving last week. Just talk about the experience, 8th grade to being a varsity starter, both ways here, Max. How's that been?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, the football atmosphere is really fun. I mean, the practices, the coaches, they're all just great people, and that translates on the field.
All right, great. Yes, great stuff there. Now we'll get to know Max a little bit as jumping on the scene here. Most Milledgeville people, it's new to Max Remmers, so we're going to get to know you a little bit. Favorite athlete, Max?
I'm going to have to say Caleb Williams on that one.
Caleb Williams, back-to-back weeks with Caleb Williams. Favorite snack or candy?
Sweet tarts.
Sweet tarts. All right. Favorite school lunch?
I'm going to have to go taco in a bag.
Taco in a bag. Oh, that's one. My wife would say that over and over again. So, yes, taco in a bag. And favorite Gatorade flavor or color? There's only one correct answer, but we'll see
You're
which
right,
is.
and it's blue.
Yes, correct. We're 2 for 2 on that. So, Max, you have been a joy to watch, and this team's going to be fun to watch all year. You guys get better and better every week, but thank you for jumping on, and good luck next week against Orangeville.
Thank you.
All right, that was Max Remmers, our Ruby's Coffee and Espresso player of the game. We'll be back here with Coach Roble after this quick timeout. right, welcome back here to the K&K show, post-game show, joined by head coach of the Missiles, Jason Roble. Coach, 2-0 on the year. That's the most important part. This team just seems to get better and better every week. But in a game that started out 12-12, neither team really wanted to play defense early on there. Just talk about the first two series for each team there, Coach.
Yeah, I thought, we went down, we had a nice, had some nice drives. We executed well on offense, I thought. But they answered, a couple times we missed some tackles. And after they scored a long run, I'm like, oh, here's going to be one of those games. There's going to be a back-and-forth slugfest, big long runs. And, I thought we did a good job executing. But, finally our defense stiffened up a little bit and made some plays, made them get behind the chains. So our defense stepped up when it needed to. That number 33, he's a load. He's hard to tackle. And we talked about that all week, and we found out that was the case, in person as well.
Yeah, big key. There's 12-12, but then you guys get some separation, go up 28-12, and then you force a big turnover there as well. I think Ebersol popped out the ball, and Jackson Miller on a recovery there in that first half. So a big turnover there, that led to another score, and you're up 34-12 there.
Yeah, that was a big moment because I thought we executed our onside pretty well, and I thought we had it, and the call went against us. But then we responded, popped the ball out, got a turnover, and, like you said, it was big to go up there, get a little breathing room. But then, unfortunately, we left the score right up before half to let them sort of get momentum back. So, it was sort of a game of waves. They would get a little momentum, we would too, but ultimately we made enough plays.
Yeah, 34. Yeah, they scored 9 seconds to go to make it 34-18. So that's just a two-score game, and then they get possession to start the second half and drive it down there. You think you have them stopped on a 4th and long play, but a face mask or grabbing the back of the helmet, whatever it was called. But your team didn't quit and it was a much more manageable 4th and 5. But a huge play there. Could be a one-score game.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
it's 34-18. But they'd step up, get a stop on downs, and then one play later, this Max Remmers kid who's pretty good at football.
Yeah, he's like a, for a freshman, he's like a duck in water there. So that was a big stop for us. We popped the ball out. We're going for the ball. Sort of hectic, and got flagged for grabbing the helmet or something like that. The kids were just going after the ball hard. I don't think it was anything dirty, just playing hard. Then I think Misha made a big play there, the quarterback. He had a couple big plays in the backfield there tonight for us, just like week 1 as well. But then to answer right away was huge for us. Max with a nice run, made a couple guys miss, then outran a few guys.
Yeah, so that went from could have been a 34-24 or 34-26 game to 42-18. So a 16-point swing, and then just kind of in control there. Like I said, talk about Kyson Francis. He was great again tonight as well. He started 7 for 7. He ended up 7 for 10, 203 yards. But your running game tonight, nice balance. Remmers, I don't know what the freshman rushing record is in a game. I don't know if we have that stat.
Yeah, I don't have that stat.
But
no.
15 carries unofficially, 215 yards for Max.
Oh, wow. That's a heck of a night. That's a heck of a night for anybody, whether you're a freshman or not, but especially as a freshman. Yeah, one of the things Coach D really challenged our offense this week in practice is, hey, we got to execute better. We got to block a little better. And I thought we saw some improvement there. I still think we have some ways to go. But guys are being coachable. They're listening, and things are starting to click a little bit more. We're finding out things we're good at and things we need to improve on. Kyson had a great game. We knew going into the season he was going to have to be. He was a key to our offense and defense, just our team. And he stepped up nice, and we need that to continue from him.
Yeah, he added 52 yards, Kyson, on the ground as well. And Ebersol, like I said, good balance on offense. He had 8 carries for 37 yards. He looked more comfortable in the backfield tonight as well.
Yeah, I agree. It's good to see Wyatt coming around. I think last week, feet for the first time in the game, I think maybe he was a little hesitant to really know what his ability is, and I think he's starting to come around too. He made some nice plays. It's nice to get, several guys the ball and be productive.
Yeah, Parker Saunders, another nice game. He had 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery last week. He was 3 catches, 115 yards, and a 65-yard touchdown. That was a beautiful throw in tight coverage there.
Yeah, Parker had a nice night catching the ball. He's been a real nice surprise for us. As one of the seniors, we were hoping he'd step up, and he has so far. He made some plays defensive week 1.
he had one big mess up there, when he slipped on that late call week 1, but he knew it, and he took ownership of it. But that was a great catch and coverage. Kyson threw a great ball, then to pull away from the guy and punch one in was huge for Parker. Again, we need those older guys to step up and show the younger guys, and they're doing that.
Yeah, and another freshman, nice night. He gets better every week, learning on the fly. And he said he had a rough game. I seen him earlier this week, but I said, hey, you're a freshman. But bounce back with a nice game. He gets better every week. Cash Money Johnson. Your wife said she's been calling him that for years. I did not know that, but we threw that out there tonight.
Well, I can assure you that's not going to live on in the football team. Cash. I think at one point, Jaden Promishenko on the sideline was joking like, "Hey, are all our touchdowns freshmen right now?" And early in the game, that was the case. I think the 3 freshmen, Max scored and Cash scored maybe twice. Is that?
Yeah, he had 2 catches, both a 26-yard touchdown catch, a 27-yard touchdown catch, and then he added a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Yeah, a fumble Ruski going on there. Heads up play by him. And then he was beating himself up a little bit on that last touchdown that Christian Life scored. And I told him, like, hey, you did everything right that time. They just made a play, and that's going to happen. He was in good coverage. They just executed well. So I saw a lot of growth there because, a couple times he's got lost in coverage, and so he's improving there as well. So it's great to see these young guys stepping up. He's getting more experience and more confidence, and we just got to continue that.
Yeah, and Galva did knock off St. Anne tonight.
Yeah, I heard that.
As we thought that win's going to look better as the year goes along as well. But this team's going to be fun to watch. You can just see them grow every week. It's got to be fun to see on the practice field and then translate into the games here.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of those things our coaches, our biggest goal is to get better week by week. And I would say the one area I thought maybe we didn't do as good this week was tackling, but that number 33 was tough to tackle, and we knew that coming in. We just got to keep improving on that, but we just got to keep taking steps, staying healthy is big for us. But I liked right now where we're going. I told the guys the other day, hey, we want to be in the positive side of the first third of our season. So, right now 2-0. Obviously, whatever happens next week, we won our 2 of our first 3, and that's great. And hopefully, we can find a way to get all 3 of them right off the start.
Next week, the early start, 5 p.m. start at Orangeville. You kind of get into your gauntlet of your schedule here, but what do you know about the Broncos other than they have an all-state caliber running back?
Yeah, they had, I think their quarterback's back from last year. They had a couple big linemen back. That running back, he's a special player. It's going to be tough because they got a new coach, Coach Shepard. I know him well from coaching track, and he's been a part of 8-man for a while. He coached Akron for a year, a couple of years ago. So we'll have to wait and see and get film. I don't know much about them other than they have some nice pieces. They're not real deep as far as a team. They're similar to us, So, that's nice to know that you're not going to walk into a field when they have 30 guys, because that could be a little intimidating, just depth. It's going to be a big game for us. It's going to be strange starting at 5 o'clock. I can't remember the last time we played a Friday night game up there with no lights, but it's going to be I'd rather have that than a Saturday, to be honest, early in the season. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to the challenge, and hopefully our guys continue to progress.
Yeah, who did going to ask you this every week, the practice player of the week. Is there a practice player this week that stuck out to you, Coach?
This week's practice player. I'm going to have to say, it's hard to say not to say Bramley again, but he's a kid that comes to practice and practices hard every week. And the coaches were giving me flack because, Coach Kendall and Zeke and Coach Caravia, man, they step in for reps. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna give LR Landon Rogers. He's been a kid that shows up and works hard every day. He's been playing tight end a lot, and he's been getting hammered in our defense. And man, he just shows up every day. It's great.
All right, one last final thing here as Brooks is rushing us along. What are your final thoughts on guys getting married in the fall?
I don't know how they do that. I mean, come on.
On the first college football Saturday.
Oh my gosh. Well, he must be in love. Yeah, Coach Kendall was gone last week for the wedding, and Nate Rand was getting married. I'm like,
man.
What is Nate thinking? He's a farmer and a football player. Come on.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping on with us, Coach. Congratulations on the win, and good luck next week at Orangeville.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the coverage.
All right. That's going to wrap up our coverage. We'll do it here as well, as we need to hit the road and head back. So that's going to wrap it up. From Rockford Christian Life, the Missiles win 50-26. And thanks you guys for listening, and have a great night.